think that you're away.
Alrighty. We are live.
Ahoy, hoy.
Cool, I'm not muted.
Hello.
Fantastic. Everything's alright. Apparently my cam can't realize where I am. But hey, that's fine. Yes, we're live. Back with some D&D on our D&D comical dress-up night. You guys look ridiculous, and I love it all the same. Camera.
Give it a good slap.
Just like, nah, man, you're not there. Just whatever, that's good enough. Not gonna be here long anyway. All right. Anyway,
Hello, everyone.
we are back with our Descent into Avernus campaign, episode 4, I believe. Continuing off where we left off in the Dead 3 dungeon. But before we get into things, let's do a little bit of a hey, how you doing? See what's up. Yes, I am on too much caffeine, but that's all right. So let's do a quick recap. Today we don't unfortunately have Dugan with us, but I'm sure he will join us next session. But luckily for me, lovely Morian down there with her fantastic mustache is going to be taking control of his actor. That'll take a little bit off me. Let's do a recap. I'm just gonna start with Morian because I mentioned her. So, Morian, what have you been up to?
I've been sick with the plague, and that's pretty much it. I was just thank you. I'm very, very happy. It's beautiful. Nah, I've not really done a whole lot. I played some video games. I played a lot of Ooblet, an unreasonable amount of Ooblets actually. So I'm pretty much done with that game now, except that now I have to find all the Pokemon and get all the shinies and make statues of them all, and get them all to level 10. So, but other than that, just decided to make a fool of myself, you know, like everyone else.
That's
I was
fair.
supposed to be wearing purple face paint as well, but because I'm still sick and like with blowing my nose and everything, it would just be all over the place. So I've decided not to.
That is fair.
I apologize. I promise face paint next time. And then I got bullied into, you know, getting myself a mustache, like, as the intro was running.
Bullied. Hey, you have a good idea. You should draw a mustache.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The offense is real. What I'm here for, bullying my friends. Well, I love your
my
costume.
horns are a mess.
They look fun.
The headband that they're on is like super tight and it hurts a lot. And the plan was to get them off that headband, and I specifically bought another one, one that actually fits me, to glue them onto that one, and I can't get them off. They are so well glued to it that I can't get it off. I don't know.
I love it because the best part was like, I'm not buying all this cheap crap because of how badly it's basically placed on the headband, and then you bought some decent ones and you can't get them off.
Can't get it off. I literally just bought it so I could have the horns and I could like take them off and put them on something proper, and can't get them off. They're just stuck there.
Well, it looks great regardless.
I should have gotten the ones that just clip to your headset. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
That's no fun. Volko, what have you been up to?
Hello, I haven't been doing much really. I am enjoying my holidays already.
Nice.
Last week, what did I do last week? I think I tried Ghost Runner 2, beat it on the second day, and then I got a gift from Mr. Adorenkas himself. Enjoyed a good session of cleaning up with my friends. And I think that's it. Just I also beat the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now I'm starting the second game, Tears of the Kingdoms.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, haven't been doing much productively.
Sounds good to
Just
me, man.
resting.
Hell yeah. All right. Sten, aka Andy, or Andy, aka Sten. What have you been doing?
I've been doing a whole lot of stuff. I'm sending some text messages right now to some people so that they can check out our costumes that I completely forgot about.
Don't do that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Flooded around the world.
Just... There goes that.
No.
And then I'll do this one. But other than that, as Blood mentioned, yeah, I bought a Viscera cleanup detail. We have been giving that a good old go. I've been trying to master the craft, which I'm not doing. Well, actually, we are doing all right. We got Employees of the Month twice in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like you're mastering the craft.
A lot afterwards, yeah.
We played like 2 or 3 maps. We got very pedantic. Found the paperwork section, started filling that out.
Found some
Yes.
reference to other games and little Easter eggs.
Yes.
Got very
Oh, no.
upset that my reports weren't accurate because what do you mean? How do you? I'm not even gonna. If a man is cut in half, he was halved. I don't care what you got to say about it. That's what happened. 17% accuracy bullshit. Other than that though, KOTOR. I've been restarting the KOTOR 2 run through,
Ooh.
which I'm gonna be straight up with you. I only ever played it on easy as a child. It was my first exposure to the D&D type mechanics, and now I'm playing it on normal as an adult because I'm like, yeah, I could do that, and I am sweating, man. I am on the first, well, not the first planet I can choose to travel to, and every encounter is near death. It is my fault, mostly. I cheated. I've opened the console, given myself some XP, because I thought I want to play with the good powers for longer than 2 hours.
Right.
Problem is that level, I mean, problem, it's not really a problem, in the sense that I've cheated, but not really cheated. Everything gets scaled with me, including the enemies.
Oh no.
And the equipment. So problem is, all the enemies are geared up, but I'm not geared up because I haven't gotten to all the equipment yet.
You've just got power and that's it.
That's right.
Oh,
So
you fool.
having a good time, sweating it out. I almost changed the difficulty down to easy just before because I realized I forgot to buy a bunch of med packs, but Mama didn't raise no quitter. So
That's right.
going hard. Going
Um,
hard, using level ups strategically to restore HP, because God, I need it.
Wow, you're reverting back to old school tactics now.
Dude, I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons type stuff from Baldur's Gate. I'm just opening doors, but before I do, I'm laying down like 30 mines. And then it's like, whatever's on the other side,
will
God
die.
help you. The Force can't save you here. So,
You are the Force here.
I am the Force. These minor fragmentation mines, they are the Force. They are the captain now. So yeah, I'm like 30 hours in, and not even a quarter of the way through.
Damn, dude.
Good times.
Damn. All right. Yeah, you got a slog ahead of you, I think.
It's a huge difficulty spike from easy to normal. It's not just me, I swear to God. It's
It
so
is
hard.
sweating just talking about it.
I'm building characters so strong, but it ain't doing nothing. Sympathize with me.
I will have you in my thoughts, my man. That's about as
Please.
far as I'll get.
Pray.
All right. Well, it's good to hear. Like I said, you guys look great. Let's start off with a bit of a recap about last session. Does anyone want to take the wheel? Does anyone remember what happened last session? It's been like nearly a month, I think.
Too much.
I mean, oh god, what did we do? We got home from having sunk a ship. Right? Sten had his big fight.
That's right.
Sten had his big fight.
Yeah.
And got beat the fuck up, which was great. fantastic. Made me very happy.
To stay on the man's face.
And then we decided to do the thing that we were technically hired for and go after the Cult of the Dead 3. We went to the bathhouse. 2 of us had a refreshing bath while the other 2 did the investigative work.
Well, the other one did. Dugan just like sat there and watched, and Stan took the reins. I don't know if that was a good idea considering how things panned out, but it worked out.
I think it worked out perfectly fine. All right. And yeah, we headed down. We found a dead cultist that apparently has been killed by his own people. And then we found a room with 3 doors, one for each of the dead 3, and we opened one, and there were a bunch of people pretending to be dead, and they tried to murder us, and so we murdered them back harder.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
I think that's it.
Besides the tangent beforehand of Stan trying to make his way to the Dawnstar Temple, in which he found locked doors, and it was him and Volko, and Volko spotted that he was being spotted, but they ended up chasing after whoever the culprit was and not finding him at all. There was also Morian had a bit of a jump scare at the start, in which
no, I didn't. I did.
He wasn't exactly sure about what was happening with her lady of the house.
Absolutely nothing bad is going on there. It's all fine. I'm not in denial.
Not at all. She figured out things were okay, and she just had to, run some errands for her. And Volko also had a small task to do for the Thieves Guild, as Tarina ended up showing up to Stan's wrestling match and essentially had a little conversation, which not everyone is aware of, but he had a little conversation with Tarina and carried out a task for her, which she got paid for, and did a pretty good job for. So she was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty profitable day.
Yeah, I think
considering that I lost the bet of like 60 gold pieces.
Yep. So,
from Stan's fight.
Ain't my fault, man.
Stan did try to actually, how do I put it, weed out the competition in some regard.
Yes,
prematurely.
I did attempt to sabotage my opponent.
Which
I wasn't
didn't
gonna
work.
cheat. I was just gonna steal his pants, humiliate him, get in his head.
Just to piss him off even sooner than the mid-match.
I'm pretty sure it's cheating.
Well, I personally believe fighting against a barbarian is, not fair.
That is, yeah, true.
Nah, man. I had it. He cheated.
Anyway. Past occurrences aside, you guys wound up in the Dungeon of the Dead 3, like Morian said, and made your way inside before we ended up calling it for the night. So that is currently where you guys are. Let me... Oh, that is not the right button.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
And let's get underway for today. Yeah, we'll put this one on. All right. So... last you left off, you came to a corridor that was essentially a crossroads with 3 doors, one at the north, south, and east, in which you had found 3 doors, and they all had what appeared to be different insignias etched into each of the doors. And you had eventually seen what was a low-hanging light underneath the southern door. And you guys ended up investigating, and like Maureen said, to somewhat your demise. The people that were laying, pretending to be dead on the floor, were not dead, and ended up jumping up and essentially trying to catch you all by surprise, which did not work so well for them, actually. So you guys are currently in that room, in the dungeon of the Dead Three. Oops.
They were exceedingly rude.
And yeah, what do you guys want to do? Currently, there is, like, if you're standing in that room, I think right now it's... Why is that not going? Not working. There we go. Right now it is, I believe, Stan and Volko. So Stan, from where you're standing, obviously you've got the torch still flickering in the center of that room. And then to your right, you have what looks like another small corridor that just kind of winds back around. And then obviously the door you came through, but that was all that seems to be here. You can notice in that small corridor, though, from where you're standing, it seems to be, you can kind of just see the end of it. It looks like, from where you're standing, you could probably tell it looks like it would be a casket of some sort.
Oh, hello, bro.
A casket.
Of some sort.
I want to investigate the casket. What's in the casket?
All right.
One of the Dead Three.
Sorry, not a casket, a sarcophagus.
Oh, sarcophagus. Ooh.
Oh boy.
You walk up. It looks like it's been already partially open, but also it's kind of decayed with time. A lot of it has already, like, it looks like it's been smashed open. There's a big, large crack going from like one side to the next, like horizontally, and there's like a slight opening to the side in which you can see, like, there's a couple of like there's a hand kind of dangling out the side and some bones just kind of etching to the side.
Lovely.
Okay. Any symbols or text that might say who it is?
There isn't any symbols or text from what you can tell on the top. It just looks like it's a blank sarcophagus. But yeah, someone's definitely tried to, like, smash open and get whatever might have been inside, or tried to get what was inside, and looks like he kind of just couldn't quite get into it. Maybe he just didn't have the means or the strength.
Okay.
So whatever they were trying to get is still in there.
I want to push the lid off the sarcophagus.
I would like to hold an attack just in case something happens to jump out.
I would
We're
like
talking
to...
about like a leg or something dangling out, and I don't trust anything right now.
Neither do
All
I.
right. Well, there's like a 5-foot little corridor basically that leads into that extra room. So if you and Volko also want to push in there, I would say that one of you has to kind of get a little more into the room, or you can all probably fit in the room next to the sarcophagus. What do you want to do?
I shove Volko in front of me.
Excuse me. Keep your distance.
I'm
Thank you.
getting right up on it anyway.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah.
I just thought we would like to see better.
It's an Argonian leather. Very
So
expensive.
you're all standing over the top of this sarcophagus, and Stan just basically
Cast
grabs,
prestidigitation.
like, there's a really small top half that you just basically can drag off, and I think with, you know, a couple of you being there, you and Volko could probably just pull it off. And as you pull it off, you do notice there is, like I said, there's parts that just remains and everything. They obviously decayed with time and everything. It still seems reasonably intact. But you don't catch too much in there in terms of, like, you know, there's not like there's any gold or anything in there. Stan, because you're the one looking, give me an investigation check.
Oh, red.
Fuck it up.
Intelligence 0. Let's do it.
All right, that's enough. But as you're like looking in and you kind of like, oh, you know, there's nothing in here, you can see, like, just underneath, like, the pile of bones, there's what looks like almost the corner of a book.
Huh. I'm gonna sweep those bones aside and pick this up. What do you guys want to read? Because I just pass it over my shoulder.
As you've done it as well, and you've picked it up and you've kind of shifted the bones aside, you notice that there's actually two more there. They're a little more buried in, and there's a lot more like dust and stuff kind of like laying on top of them. But they're there. They're a lot more worn, but they're still intact. So there's 3 books. Who's having a look at them?
Probably me.
I would love to look at them.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself to look at them.
Okay. So just Morian or Volker, you gonna have a look as well?
I think both of us will.
We can do both,
like,
I guess.
If you keep them, I will just like look over your shoulder, like, what you got there?
I mean, there's 3, so
1 book each. Here, that's for you.
Okay.
Alright.
So there's no like real title or anything on them. They're leather-bound tomes. Like I said, they're weathered with time. All the pages are frayed and dusty. But you open them up, you know, blow the dust off, and essentially, from what you gather from looking through it, it is a spell book. You as well, Blood. You open yours up, and it just starts talking about particular spells, how to cast them, you know, what components you need to cast them, whatever hand gestures or vocalization you need to cast these particular spells. But
only we had a wizard, they'd be so happy right now.
Yeah, each book you open has basically a full list of spells. I think one of the books has like less. I think 2 of them have about 6 or 7. So yeah, I think actually they're all reasonably low-level spells. So, Morian, I think if you take the time to actually read through it properly and look, you know, at what spells are what, you could probably use some of these. But yeah, so if you want to take a look at those later, you can. But that's all you find.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll definitely pocket the one that I have. And I will certainly try and get my hand on the other 2.
Yeah, like
I'm keeping mine for myself.
Alright.
All right. So, Morin, you have 2, and then Volker, you have 1. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's in this room. You can tell like the back kind of wall for this whole area looks like it's crumbled a lot and it's kind of decayed and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess you guys want to head back out and maybe check out that other hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still? Yeah. Are we still through the door?
Yes. So you've come through that southern door. That's where the bodies were, and then you've gone basically to the west, and that's where you've got the little sarcophagus.
Yeah, making sure.
So you guys head back out into that doorway where you had the 3 doors, and you've got now the eastern door, which I believe was
Bane.
Bane. Yes. There you go. Someone took notes. Great. Yeah. So you open up the door. Now, what's the marching order here?
Last.
I would think I'm first.
All right, Stan, you're first. And Volker, I'm guessing you're in between, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So you just creak open the door. You can tell it's old, it's weathered, it's got like mold and stuff. It's crumbling and decaying. But, you know, it's still just barely holding onto its hinges. And you slowly start making your way down this hallway. It's a 5-foot hallway. It looks, I don't know, maybe about 30 feet long. Morian, are you still lighting a torch with your mage hand? Like you did last time?
100%, yes.
100%?
Because
and you're just...
I know that some of us are blind as fuck in the dark.
All right. Yeah, so... As you make your way down the corridor, and from what torchlight you do have, Stan, you start to notice there is maybe about 4 or 5 steps as you start to reach the end of the corridor. And as you get to the end of that corridor, you notice there's about a 2 feet deep pool of water in the room that comes up. It just comes to an end, and then it kind of just turns around to the right, and you can't really see around that right corridor. But from where you're standing, you can certainly hear just the slight laughter of some people in the room next to you, and you hear what almost sounds like the faint kind of like grumbling noises, just like please, What you want to do?
Do not make haste. The water will give out our position.
Trying to be as stealthy as possible.
All right. Give me some stealth checks. I'm gonna say they're gonna be at disadvantage because of the pool of water.
That's fair.
I'm just seeing if I have some like plank of wood or something I can lay over it.
Do I have any
Nope.
spells?
I mean, we could take it down the door. But
I don't think.
That'll be too noisy.
I'll see you there, guys.
Oh god. Down
remember
my
it's a-
toes! Ow.
Remember, it's
Damn
disadvantage, Volko.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, then
Ooh.
never mind. I'll see you here.
Okay, so you guys basically, you know, you very, very much put as much effort and energy as you can trying to keep quiet, but as soon as like the armor, the bulkiness of your feet, because you're just such a muscly man, steps into this water, and you just the faint like splash. Let me see here. Actually, I'm fairly sure they are higher. Yeah, okay. So as soon as you do that, you can already tell that the laughter has subsided, and the grunting's kind of just stopped. You can still hear like faint grunting and kind of moaning now, but it's kind of just like under this guy's breath. Just, Are you guys going to walk more into the room, or are you going to just stay in that corner where you can't really see into it much? Because you're all currently like huddled up into this corner just before you turn into the room.
They're totally
I
gonna
mean, they
ambush us.
fooled us. Let's go in.
But they don't know who this is.
Let's
Okay.
just send the
Sten.
big guy in.
So,
Yes.
All right,
Sten.
then you got this.
Yep.
as you've... All right, you're
Roguish
there.
inspiration.
Guessing Dugan's probably going to be behind you, Morian. At least we'll put him there unless you want him in front.
Oh no, he's in front of me.
Okay, all right, we can do that. That's fine.
He's most certainly in front of me.
All right, so
Look at that.
Stan, you try as much as you can to like kind of look around the corner and see if like what's going on, and you can see now there's two figures. There is what looks to be a female, kind of wearing what looks to be a big bucket helmet, and then there is she's holding a spear, and she's kind of you know, just squatting down a bit, just kind of looking around, you know, trying to look at what's going on in this current corridor. And then there is a man that is kind of clad in what looks like a tabard, black kind of sleeves, red tabard, and it's got what looks like a big black hand just on the front. And they're kind of just looking around, looking and investigating to see what they can find. I am going to get you guys on the map here. You should be able to see now.
Stab him.
Okay. They can't see us?
They currently can't see you, but they are starting to move around the room.
I do realize why my stealth failed so spectacularly. Because I'd never put out the torch.
Actually, that's a good point. They probably can see your torch. Now that you've
Can I knock
mentioned
it-
that, Morin.
Can I knock it,
You're welcome.
knock it down?
Hey?
No, I think it's magically. It's magical or something.
It's a normal torch held
Ah.
up by Mage Hand. So you can totally just knock it down if you wanna.
Just
Mage Hand isn't
down
that
to the
strong.
water.
You can hear
Probably into the
them
water.
whispering and kind of like shaking their head. and obviously they've seen the torchlight.
Before it went dark, now Stan can't see anything anymore.
Immediately, Stan, you just start to hear the scurrying of footprints across the wall, like shh, 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 as they quickly like steady up, and you see now what is the one with the bucket helmet and the spear kind of just quickly run around the corner, and she's holding her spear basically right behind, and she just locks eyes with you, and immediately she goes to hurl her spear right at you.
They are so angry. What if it's their friends? We could be their friends.
I mean, you know, there's not a lot of people that roam around these parts.
Can they see me clearly?
Yeah, he's just run around the corner. He's seen you. Basically, you're like right on the corner. He's looked eye to eye. He's across the room from you now. You've seen him just run out into the center of the room, slide, and just lock eyes with you. Notice you're not someone that's here, and just chuck.
So the area is lit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
you can see there is like a faint torchlight, yeah. Can you see her from there, Stan?
Yeah, I can see her.
Okay.
I just can't see around me.
No, you should be able to. Okay, so that hits. So, all right, let's get y'all into initiative. Let's get... where are we? Here we go.
Time to fight.
All right.
Can you show me the numbers so I can...
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was rolling them privately. Damn it. Alright, there we go. So it should be a little higher up. I don't know if it revealed to you immediately at the bottom or if it was where it was on the chat order, but it should be there. Alright, so... well, he hit you for 21, as in like attack roll, and then he rolled a 6 on his ranged.
That's fine, that's fine.
So you just had this spear basically just get right in between your chainmail, like right where it's soft enough for this big long spear just pierce right through, and you feel like go straight into your rib cage, and just out of nowhere you're caught off guard. I wouldn't say you guys are surprised because you guys knew these guys were here, but they've just run in and they've taken the advantage of the situation to try and get things under control. All right, Dugan. Also, the water is difficult terrain, so keep that in mind.
Let's see. God, there are so many people in front of him. Can he just move past them?
Dugan?
Can he just move? Yeah, can he just move past them?
It'll just be difficult terrain, which it already is, so that's fine.
Go here. Gonna see them. That's 10, 20. Is that 30, right?
So, was it 5 Volco? Yeah, that's 30. There you go. So yeah, you come straight up around the corner, and you see there's a guy basically backed up on the wall, just like keep his eye out, and he's a little shocked as all of a sudden Dugan just runs around the corner. What do you want to do?
Perfect. Well, Dugan is gonna stab him in the ribs.
All right. Ooh, Dugan misses. As he caught you. I guess you could hear the footsteps just running around the corner. You can do an offhand as well, don't forget.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's go.
Oh my god.
For fuck's sake.
So Dugan's just rushed in around the corner. He's seen this guy, caught him a little bit by surprise, and he's going to swing his short sword. It just clanged straight into the limestone wall, and immediately grabs out his other short sword and tries to get the remainder of him. But this guy just ducks and rolls out of the way.
Sorry, Dugan.
All right. He rolls out of the way, he gets up, and he goes straight away to grab a... What is this? Oh, nice. He quickly grabs. Oh, I gotta put that on public. There we go. He goes to smack Dugan straight in the gut. Misses again. You're both just weaving and bobbing out of the way. And his mace misses, smashing into the limestone. Just cracking stone and dust flying everywhere. All right, this guy here. He is going to...
Give up? Surrender?
He is going to quickly look at the guy that's against the wall with Dugan and just shout, "Kill him now!" As he takes his mace out again and tries to just upward cleave Dugan right in the face. Oh my god. Dugan just straight up against the wall as like this mace just goes right in front of his face.
And move closer, because he's not within 5 feet of Dugan right now.
He just, this guy in the middle of the room commanded this guy.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh!
In which he was able to make an attack. I can link you guys the skill if you'd like to.
No, I know that. Yeah. It's all good.
You're not sure, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
And then he is going to, because you can see Stan and everyone, well, you can see at least Stan, and he's going to start kind of just doing a little bit of a tactical retreat around the corner here. Start making his way back towards the altar. Actually, he might even go a little bit further. Why not? And get out of that. Oh, actually, he can only move to here, now that I think about it. I've got to remember my rules here.
Right.
Volkadav. I was waiting for someone to remind me. What do you want to do?
I want to get into action. I want to move a couple of feet here. That's going to be 10 feet. It's difficult terrain.
Yeah, you come around the corner, you see that guy basically running back towards the stairs, and you see currently Dugan and that man with the tabard just in kind of clenched, like striking each other.
If I move here, will this pillar interfere? Will it get in the way between me and the enemy?
It would definitely be in the way, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll use dash for the bonus action.
All right.
Where was I? I was here, so I can move.
So you'd have another 3 movements from where you were.
Yeah, I just want to avoid the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's going to be 25 feet, yep.
All right.
Now, run around, probably sleep somewhere on the way, and attack this lady with a short sword.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Yes, that just hits as you've run up behind her as she's going to like turn around, hearing your footsteps just basically like dashing through the water, and she's grabbed her other spear out and she's going to block you, but as she does, she's a little too slow and you just swipe across her chest, and as a little bit of blood just sprays out, it gives you some damage. Ooh, wow, okay, very nice.
And
all right.
Yeah, that's it, that's my turn.
Yeah, Stan.
Alright, I'm gonna charge into the middle of the crowd.
Was that your dash? Because that would have been 25 there.
Oh, is it difficult terrain? Sorry.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain on this water
sorry.
area.
Sorry.
You're
in case 15 feet is there, so I can make that distance. I'm gonna move here and have this guy. No, the pillar's in the way though.
The pillar's in the way, yeah.
Yeah, there's your problem.
We hit the problem, sir.
Alright.
I can say, I probably should have said this earlier, I didn't think of it though. You probably could hit him. I will just give it like disadvantage, because you're gonna have to try and reach around, and it's you know, you're not really getting your wide berth on your swing.
Yeah, okay. It's that kind of technique, eh? In that case, I would like to throw a hand axe at this lady that Volko just targeted if I can.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, you can go ahead and do it. And I'm already,
Well,
Did he hit me?
So she sees you like run around the corner and like she's blocking some of Volko's attacks after she's gotten a little bit angry, just trying to deflect what she can. And then you've chucked your hand action. She's just seen it in the corner of her eye. She's taken a spear and just deflected it with her hand, using her spear, and just basically push it off just in time.
It's happening again.
DC's kicking in.
Morin, all of your friends have just run into this room. What do you want to do?
You know, there's plenty of people. They don't need me, right? Right?
Nah, just go home. You know, you've got a nice lady and you got a nice job, you know?
Right?
Right?
I don't need you here.
I'll be right back.
You can still move
I
2 more boxes as well, I think.
Can I?
Yeah, because
because just
technically
this
would
one
have
is-
been
yeah.
still on the stairs, so that would have
Yeah,
been
I'm not
20,
sure I
25.
wanna
Oh no,
Can I
you
see that
can.
one?
Can you see him?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Alright, cool. In that case, I'm gonna take my pocket watch and I'm just gonna cast Hex on him.
All right, go for it. So that's going to be X. I'm just going to put it as frightened for now.
And then I'm gonna just chuck a pebble at him. Just slingshot him in the face.
All right.
Can you see it?
Ooh. Yeah, so he's just basically just chucked, deflected Andy's hatched out of the way, and he's come back to get, Volko's swing again on the other. And as he's come around to just keep basically in tangent with Volko, he just copped another pebble straight into the face, right into his sore eye. And you hit him good. All right. Yeah. All right. He's looking a little worse for wear right now. You guys are rushing on pretty hard, and they didn't expect it.
Good.
All right. Dugan again.
Let's see. Dugan is just gonna try and murder the guy in front of him.
Go for it.
Hopefully a bit more successfully.
No,
13?
unfortunately, that misses.
Offhands, come on. There we go.
Yeah, so he quickly
There we
deflects
go.
the first swing out of the way, throws you off, goes to get another swipe in, but you come basically underneath his swipe, moving out of the way, carving across his stomach, which, it's just a little graze, but you still get him a little bit. Luckily, his tabard caught the brunt of it. And you're just going to stay there?
Yes.
All right. All right. After being cut across the stomach, he is going to take his mace again and... Ooh. Nah, he's going to go for Dugan. He's in a bit of a bout here with Dugan here. I don't think that... No, that just hits. Yep. As he gets cut in the stomach, quickly, out of just pure, fight or flight reaction, takes his mace down and just hammers it down right in between, Dugan's neck and his shoulder, just, crushing his collarbone a little.
Oh, that's so... Ow. Yep.
As blood just sprays out. All right, that was him.
Did you just subtract health from him?
Yeah.
You did. I already did that.
All right, I'm just in my auto mode, so.
Yeah, it's all good.
This one isn't too happy about being cut, thrown at, hit in the eye with a pebble. So he
Getting the
is
center of attention.
going to.
Yes.
Oh,
You shouldn't be
okay, that's
happy.
excellent. So he's going to try and basically throw Volko's attack off him and then go in with the spear. And that misses, and as he's kind of missed, he's completely hit. His spear's just jammed inside of the pillar behind you, and he's just pulled it out. And then he's looked back to the guy again. He's like, "Quickly before we're overwhelmed!" And this guy is going to go for another attack on Dugan.
No. Damn it!
Yeah, that just hits again. Wow.
God.
And yeah, this time he goes once again straight into that same spot, straight into the neck between the collarbone, because he knows that's a weak spot. Dude gets a little thrown out and just smashes it down. But he is going to still stay there as Volko is threatening him quite a bit.
That's
Volko, what are you
alright,
gonna do?
he'll get up. He always does. Okay. Dugan never dies. Just checking if I have
Should be
anything.
his motto. Dugan never dies. It's got rings here.
Dugan. I'm just checking if I have anything up my sleeve. Nah, not really. I'll just use my main and bonus actions to attack.
Sure.
First attempt with the short sword. Okay.
Unfortunately, it misses again as you just swing and he blocks you with his spear.
We'll see. Maybe it was just a distraction. Yes, it was a distraction.
But as like you've gotten him with your right hand, just holding his spear and your sword like toe to toe, basically, you grab your other hand, draw your blade, and just ram it straight into his ribs. But unfortunately, you just get like the small pocket of skin on the side.
Leaves a feather blade.
Well, have you thought about sharpening your weapon?
Or hitting.
I used it for training.
I'm guessing you're just gonna stay there.
Problem.
Actually, yeah, I'll stay there.
Right. Stand.
I'm stepping in.
Step in, boy.
Which one's doing the commands? Is it the one in red?
Nah, it's the one currently in a bout with Volko with a spear, the guy who chucked it right at you right at the start. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Perfect. All right. Going in for the grapple.
Go for it.
It's just normal now, right?
Yes. Okay, let me check something real quick.
They have it, I think.
Yep. He's going to do... Oop, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, god damn it. Let me do that again.
Roll low.
Ooh. And as you go to grapple him, he just takes his spear and smacks your hand straight other way. He's seen it coming, just twirls it back around and just looks straight to Volko. Just basically keeping his spear in between both you now, trying to fend both you off. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm on the edge of just saying, fuck it, second wind. Or what is it, action surge?
Action surge.
Action
Like sort of, yeah.
I mean, when do you get that back? Every short rest or long rest?
Short
Short rest, yeah.
Short rest, then yeah, I mean,
I should,
Up to you.
yeah.
Use it as much as you can.
Use it in spite. I'm
yes.
gonna action surge.
Use all of your abilities.
Guys, I think he's trying to bait us, guys.
And this time, I'm gonna equip the Warhammer.
You don't want to get purpled. I'll
And
get
then like two
pummeled.
hand.
Oh, just one hand with the shield still.
Okay. That does. You hit. Well, who are you hitting actually? Actually, either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So you go to swing, and just still once again, he's just bending you guys off. That spear has just enough reach, and he's just got just enough power. Maybe with like a little bit less water behind him, and he's got the stairs behind him, so he's just got a little bit more pressure on you guys than you can imagine.
Stairs behind him. Okay.
Yes.
No worries.
So like
my turn and plan my
see.
next one right now.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, so the stairs start here. Okay.
You'll
Marion!
know my pain.
You can hear the clashing of swords and spears and cries.
Yeah, it's like... How have face still not... Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna step one forward, and I'm gonna pebble the guy in the face again.
Alright. Go for
The one that I hexed.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second. When you hexed, what did you hex him against for ability checks?
Should have been strength.
Probably strength, because I usually do strength.
Okay, in that case...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you'd said earlier, I would have done it. It's a little too far now.
It's... Yeah.
But now I know it's strength, so he would have had a normal roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
26 to hit. Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. You just pull your thing back, smack him again, right into the throat this time, coughing him and like kind of just throwing him out a little bit from being able to keep his eye on Volko and Stan, but that certainly hits.
Trying to distract him.
Yeah, certainly works. All right, we are back with Dugan.
Well, you know, since it worked so well, since he's really good at short swording people.
Well,
Cool.
This time he goes for a swing and he just gets caught in the pillar.
My God!
The other one back around and caught again, and now he's just a little stuck before he just wedges them back out. Dugan's haste has cost him a little bit, I think.
I'm so sorry, Dugan. Ruining your character.
And as he sees you get caught up in the pillars, he's going to try and take that mace. And he's just gonna go for Dugan. You can see he's a little weak right now. The other two are getting taken care of. I believe that hits.
Yeah, it does.
Oof. This side he just goes for like an underneath like swing, getting right in the rib cage.
Dugan is not looking good, guys.
No, he's not. Poor guy. And he's going to... Yeah, he's just gonna
I think Dugan
stay
is
there.
gonna stop running in.
This guy is going to... I mean, he's not liking where he is right now. He's getting a little bit caught up. 2 to 1. Didn't expect so many people. He's going to... Got to disengage. And he's going to... That would have been 5, and then... Oh, 10, no, 20... 25... Yeah, you just see him basically just deflect both your attacks off and just turn around, start heading up the stairs, and you see him pull down what is like a corridor to the left.
No, don't let him get away.
They won't. They're the police.
Get him.
Volko, what do you want to do?
Save Dugan.
Okay, so how do we have here? So that's 10. That's gonna be 20 feet.
It would be 10 feet on that first square and then 5 on the next, so 15 to get
15.
there. Yeah.
And that leaves me with extra 15 feet.
You can get, right on those stairs there.
Okay. Oh, nice. Got up to her. Oof. Yeah, I'd like to chase her and just stab her with a sword.
Alright.
As I like catch up to her.
Yep.
What the? Whatever. Damn it.
Ooh. Unfortunately, just the small space, you're in the confined space, you can't really just get that reach as she just quickly hears you coming up behind and deflects your attack.
Hit it.
I think that's... Oh, yeah. Go for
I can
it.
do no head. Please. Yes. No. No, yes.
Oh, once again, she deflects your first attack and you just pull that feather blade out and you just get her right in the neck as you just pierce straight in, like holding it straight into her neck as she's kind of holding you off. But she seems to be able to just pull herself off as like a bit of blood sprays out, and she seems...
Rolling once.
I don't know what's like the last like 2 months, man. You and ones have just been prominent. All right.
Found who loves
Dan,
me.
what do you want to do? You've just seen Volko chase that lady with the spear.
I'm gonna turn my attention to the one that's being tagged up.
All right.
And this time I'm gonna go for the grapple again.
All right, go for it.
Please. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Nah. You go to grapple, and she's just basically using like all of this momentum she's got against Dugan. She's just bent up, and she's like, yeah, all her strength, and just knocks your hands quickly out of the way with her mace.
I made that happen. I made that happen by telling him to stop rolling once.
I probably am about to stop rolling once.
The
But you
ones
are
are
gonna do
smiting
that
you
now.
down.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's Brokan's will, man. It's Brokan's will.
I guess I'm just gonna try and taunt the guy so he focuses on me more than Dugan, if I can,
Alright.
at this point.
Go for it.
Hey, fatty!
Give me an intimidation check.
Come hit someone your own size. As I start flexing everything I got.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see.
Look at that.
What a waste.
Does he have the will to deny you of your strong intimidation technique? Actually, he does have advantage.
I think they might have
Oh,
here.
but even with advantage, he looks at you and looks at Dugan, and then he just slowly slides over to you with his mace out, and just this sly grin on his face, like he's ready. All right,
I mean,
guessing
it's
that's gonna
probably
be.
because Dugan hasn't managed to land a single fucking hit.
He wants a worthy opponent.
Neither have I.
I love how when Dugan's here, he just like smashes, like.
Absolutely, I'm not.
Guy's
going
getting
to-
destroyed now.
I'm
Morin.
not doing him justice.
Alright.
Alright. My main target just ran away, which is a bit of a problem.
Yep.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna slingshot the lady, not guy, whatever. Who
Alright.
just got intimidated.
That unfortunately does not hit with the pillar, Dugan, Sten, just all in the way. You couldn't really find that little bit to get through.
Alright, cool. That's it. That's
Alright.
me. I go and lie in a corner.
All right. Right away. Luckily for you, you get to play as two characters. So Dugan.
Yay. Well, actually, oh shit, I completely forgot.
He's got a bow.
No, he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the guy in front of him. I know
Alright.
how to play ranges.
Yep. Okay. Let me
And
see.
then he's gonna stab him.
We'll just
For fuck's
say this for Mark because I don't have anything else. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not hit either. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't know if it's just like Dugan's just given up. But this guy seems to just keep fending him off, even with this tight quarters.
What the fuck is that guy?
He is God incarnate, come to reign supreme.
I'm starting
Okay.
to think I made the pact with the wrong patron at this point. Fucking hell.
Tricked.
Jesus.
Okay, now that he's
Should've
looking
gone
straight
for
Sten in the
Bane.
eye, he's gonna try and cleave down with his mace right
Bring
into
it.
Sten's skull.
I got my shield up.
Ooh, as it
Blocked.
misses, unfortunately. Even, yeah, he's gonna stay
Parried.
there. With all its bearing, like, kind of coming down on him right now, he feels like he can't move. This one is going to disengage again, though. So that's 20 feet, gives him...
About to run into a room of like 10 dudes.
30 right there. And you can just see him as he's run down that hallway to your right. Volker, you can see him, and as you see him reach what looks to be a door, as he just creaks it open, and you can hear this. We've got trouble!
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
No.
You can't
We got
hear anything
trouble.
of now, but you just hear that echo, and even you, Maureen, you can hear just that kind of echoing and rumbling down the hallway from where you are. Volvo.
Volvo.
Oh,
Time to zoom into action. I don't know how many people we're facing against right now.
At least 2.
at the
At
very
least 3 now, because
That's true, at least 3.
am I good at grappling? -1 strength. No, not good at grappling.
Always try your luck.
Hey,
Don't try it like.
I have advantage.
Please. Do all you
No, thanks.
can.
What I'll do is I'll hide here as a bonus action.
So heroic.
All right, sure.
Can I do a hide?
Go.
1 second.
I mean, you're not really hiding behind anything there, though. Like,
yeah, I need to
the
hide
guy's
behind
down here, he
something.
is occupied, but, you know, if he turned around, he can see you. You can see, like, to your left, if you're looking back into the room where the fight is happening, you can see to your left there is what looks like a clad suit of armor just standing there with, like, 2 swords. And where you were, looked like there's, like, kind of like an altar, but you probably couldn't fit behind it.
Can I fit behind sort of statue?
I would say you could probably wedge in, like, around here if you'd like.
Because he's relatively skinny.
Yeah.
He's not strong.
I would say you get in between the statue and just that little alcove around him.
Yeah, okay, I'll then stay here and hide
All right.
as a
Sure.
bonus action.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da. I need to roll stealth. Give me a second.
I don't think you do, no.
For the hide?
Yeah, I guess so. I think you can just hide, like.
No, you still
need to roll a stealth? Yeah.
I'll check the rules, but yeah, I rolled.
Yeah. It's all right. Stan.
I'm becoming alert that there is no time to waste after that dude doing his thing, so I'm bringing the Warhammer back out.
All right.
Back
I mean,
fast.
you didn't hear anything from where you were. You got no clue.
Oh, didn't I?
Nope.
Well, either way, well then I'm just pissed off.
All right.
Damn it, I'm still pissed off.
All right. Yeah, no, that misses. You just basically, he just ducks under your warhammer as you smash against the limestone. You can see now the limestone is just crumbling away at this guy's feet. Nothing else?
I don't believe so. No.
All right. Marin.
I really that doesn't help. Okay, I'm just gonna magic stone this fucker that just refuses to die.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
16.
as he's like ducked under, like Stan's warhammer, you see, you just get that little bit of time to just boom and smack him straight into the face as he's coming back up, and his head just hits the back of the wall. But you definitely hit, and you hurt him pretty bad.
Perfect.
It looks now like he's not doing so well after having a pebble hit him in the throat.
Hey, my pebbles are surprisingly dangerous.
Everyone say hello to Pizza Mummy.
Hello.
He's in the chat.
Hey, Pizza Mug.
She says she loves the outfits. They're looking suave. All right.
Yes.
I'm guessing that's your turn. I'm starting
Yes.
to sweat. All right, Dugan.
Don't sweat.
Do good. It's,
Stop
you
by,
know,
man.
The dice
you
are
know,
heavy.
Dugan is just gonna try. Oh, my god.
My
Holy
God.
shit.
Did it.
Roll me damage, and don't forget Hunter's Mark as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
It's freaking a 1.
Nice. All right, roll me the hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark is a d6.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, like this pebbles hit him. He smacked his head against the wall. He's like slightly concussed, and then out of nowhere, Dugan just grabs his sword and just like buries it right where he'd gotten Dugan with the mace and like the collarbone in the neck. He's taken it in that same spot in this guy and just buried it and just continues to bury it as he like pulls it through and then rips it out as now you just see this like torrent of blood. But he is currently clenching. Yeah, he's clenching that spot. He's looking really bad though, slightly concussed. Blood is just dripping down his chest.
Maybe not.
And Dugan just comes around with the other hand and just cleaves right across the necks with all his might and just cuts his head straight off. His offhand just hitting the back of the limestone as this guy's head just falls to the floor, just rolling down, and his body lays on the ground. He is gone, dead.
Suck shit.
Dugan had enough. That was some fury. Why can't I?
Hell yeah.
Right.
And then he's gonna 10, 20. Just gonna poke over here.
Alright.
Perfect. I hope that guy doesn't have ranged.
We'll see. Alright. So Morin, from where you're standing, you can see, like, essentially, like, Volko's ran back to the armor set, and all of a sudden, the guy who's just, like, shouted continues to run.
No!
And you see him...
Did he just close the door?
No, that was my accident. I'm trying to click his token and do things at the same time. And he runs straight into... What you can see is just a room around the corner.
Fuck off. That's rude.
Currently, Dugan's at the top of the stairs. He's just like bloodied. He's like sweating and he's like puffing. He's not looking too great.
Getting reinforcements.
You guys Morin, you can see in the corner of your eyes, you turn back around to see what everyone's doing. You can see Volko just kind of like behind the statue.
Expect the company.
Hold on.
Okay, so that's his turn. So Volko, it's yours.
I 100% do not see Volko. I have no idea where the fuck he went.
True. All right.
Well, you probably hear him talking to you about expecting company, but
what do you want to do, Volko? Do you tell everyone? What do you want to do?
Yeah, of course I tell everyone that they're getting company. And that the lady went that way. But that's gonna be too much words for one action.
You can fit in 6 seconds. It's fine.
Over there now, go! Then move up. Probably still hidden.
Yeah. I mean, I would ask, because you've breaking your hiding spot, to roll again for stealth, though.
Yeah. Alright, whatever. It's gonna be... That's gonna be 10 feet. Is that gonna be 15 feet total?
25. Yeah, I'll do. Right there. Smack bang. Okay. As you run across and you get through that small little bit of water that's currently dripping down the stairs, it's slippery, but you manage to keep your feet, and you get to that wooden decayed door as to try and see any whereabouts of that man. I feel like Morin, you probably would have told him he would have gone to the right there.
He went that way.
Yeah. And as you kind of reach the door, you can kind of just hear this. It's this really silent, like almost like silent whispers, just coming from that room.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
They are gonna push me out if I hide here, so... I'll use
Fine.
I'll use dash at the bonus action
All
to
right.
dash. Sorry. To dash over here.
Go.
I'm trying to remember one action. A dodge action. I would like to use a dodge action as well as the main action. I just want to run past the whole thing.
Okay, sure. So you're gonna run down the hallway and then do your dodge action, or are you doing that so you
I'm
can dodge
doing
anything
dodge.
that comes from?
I believe dodge works like disengage.
The dodge does not work as disengage. It gives them disadvantage on attacks against you.
Yeah, well, yeah, sorry, yeah, my bad. Alright, so yeah. Dodge and then dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's it.
So as you're running across that room, you get in the glimpse on the corner of your eye. You can just see the whole room is kind of just clouded in this dark, thick, what looks like smoke as these whispers, and like the smoke kind of just starts spilling out of the room a little bit, and it's like you can't see any back, you can't see any sides, just this smoke just rapidly like twirling around in that room.
It's gonna get tricky. That will be the end of my turn.
All right, and yeah, you'll make your way to what looks like a door where you are, and then stairs that head up towards the northern side, and another door. Stan.
I am gonna shove my way past these two. And just post up over here, I think.
All right.
Wondering what everyone else is doing.
Here comes the day.
And I
What are
might
you
prepare an
looking
attack,
at?
just
Sure.
in case anyone comes through.
Ooh. Okay. Morin.
Well. I really don't want to do it, but also no one else seems... I mean, Sten is just standing there. Oh. 10, 15, 20, 25. There's that guy! Alright, perfect. I see him. That's all I needed.
Right.
Shoot him. Shoot him!
Go for it. I'm gonna say he probably has half cover here.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I rolled
Yeah.
disadvantage.
So, what was the higher one?
Same rolls.
They were both
Same
so-
rolls.
it's
Yeah.
the same rolls.
Okay.
It's going up, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you go to throw your pebble. It just bounces off and bounces into what looks like the darkness. You can see from where you are though. You can see Morin, you specifically, as you turn that corner and you see that guy. And this whirling mist of darkness, you can just see now what is this like kind of old croned lady, and she's got this hunch over her back, and she's got this like kind of her neck's just really kind of gaunt and into her chin. She looks like she's really rigid, but in her right hand she's got this chain wrapped around her wrist, dangling from her hand, and in that hand and in that chain she's got what looks like a skull, and you can see it right now as it starts to glow. And as you're looking at it, you're probably thinking, oh fuck.
Spellcaster! Spellcaster!
Podcast alert!
As she casts,
Fuck! I don't have counter spell.
yeah, she's going to, all of a sudden you see the skull glow into this green light, and like this green flame just like bursts from it from where you can see through, and all of a sudden this ray just comes out and tries to hit you right in the stomach. Let's see.
The plague
Does that
ray.
hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, as that hits, give me a saving throw. Okay,
Oh, I'm
all right,
poisoned.
so you are currently poisoned and take 5 damage.
also poisoned. And I take 5 to ow.
All right.
Guys, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, Volker, you probably would have seen Morian stop, chuck a pebble, then all of a sudden this beam just hits her, and like she kind of just gets hit back into the limestone.
Stone just gets whacked by.
You can also hear what sounds like these faint, like little footsteps as well, just starting to like skitter around and get louder and louder.
Oh, gosh. Can I see them as well?
Actually, yeah, you can see them as they are.
Spellcaster! Oh, rats!
Yeah,
Help.
Volker, you can probably hear her. Stan and Dugan probably not. But yeah, as you can now see, right at her feet is just this swarm of really small, not like normal rats. Like all their flesh and their bone has just been stripped away, and these little like skeleton rats that are like gnawing at each other as they're like hurrying and quickening around her, getting excited. Okay, she is, let's see. Gonna stay where she is because she's comfortable. Yeah, she is going to go. And again, probably, actually, does she have?
Yeah,
No,
she's
she
comfortable.
doesn't.
I'm not.
Ooh, wow, okay, that's nice. And she is going to cast, again, Ray of Sickness on you.
What? Gets to do that twice?
Well, she had held that as an action as she'd got warned.
Prepared, yeah.
So as you've come into
Fair
sight,
enough.
she's done
Yep,
it.
Nope.
I
That's fair.
got her into
Okay.
initiative late, so that was my fault. But that was the
No, no,
initiative.
it's all
Use
good.
the dodge.
Yeah.
Just go prone.
I believe that hits.
Yeah, it does.
And
Do I have to even do a con save because I'm
no,
poisoned
you're still
anyway?
poisoned, so it doesn't matter.
But I'm not poisoned by that one, but I'm
No, you're
still
not.
poisoned.
No, you're not.
Also, I'm sorry, how much damage?
13 damage. As once again, like as soon as that beam hit Morian down the hall, once again, another one just pops out and just blasts her as she hits the limestone wall and slumps down. She falls unconscious.
So probably we'll see Morian like throw a pebble into the room, and then two rays of sickness blast her.
Blasted twice and she dies. Yeah.
Okay, these guys.
I ran past that.
As all of a sudden you see, currently running out of the room, Volko, starting to just run all over Morian, occupying her current space, just like running over her, and actually they start nibbling at her, biting her.
Almost a crit, almost insta kill. Oh wait, but
It
unconscious.
is automatically a crit, yeah.
Eesh.
Yeah, so all of a sudden she gets just swarmed by these rats looking for a good feed, and they just start chewing and nibbling on Morian, basically tearing her butler's clothes off and just ripping at her flesh as she's unconscious.
Stand!
Are you actually yelling that?
Yes.
All right.
Get the fuck out of
Dugan.
here.
Well,
I didn't know.
can Dugan see them? Can, right? 'Cause
Where
they're
you
on my
are? Yeah.
square.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Then before the spell ends, you can use a bonus actions to mark a new creature. Okay, cool. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the rats.
All right.
And he's gonna shoot them with his bow. That's not gonna be incredibly effective, but also he's on 5 HP, so I don't feel like putting him into melee right
PC.
now.
Ooh, 20.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. And
Plus 3 magic
Ooh,
Hunter's
yeah.
Mark damage.
yeah, yep. So yeah, he takes his longbow shot, and as you see, his arrow just pierces through like 1, 2, 3, 4 rats, as the group has just been like nearly halved, actually more than half now that I think about it. But as they get halved and all the other rats just like basically kind of get terrified as to what's going on, they like start to smell and look up the hallway and see Dugan.
Quick question, because some swarms have it. He's dealing piercing damage. They might be resistant to it. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
it would have been 7, so be back a 7. Oh wait, my bad.
Sorry, I can't stop myself.
No winning allowed. No winning allowed.
So there's
Yeah,
still
don't
a large
fun.
majority of those rats now just looking up at Dugan for their next meal. Is that all?
Great. Yep.
All right. He is going to hold where he is. Blood.
I literally cannot do anything to help. What's the distance? And then to drag her, it's going to be difficult terrain.
Yep. I'll be.
You are almost dead. On this save fail. Well, I mean, it might not be even worth risking, because yeah, if you fail that save.
Yep. I'm actually.
But if I stabilize, Alright. you know what? We'll come over to Morion.
All right.
You can stabilize me and then run away again.
I will still
technically.
pull you out anyway. I will pull Morion out as far as I can. It's gonna
Okay.
be like 10. So I moved 10 feet, so I have 10
So
extra
you have
feet.
20 feet left, so you can move 10. Yeah.
Just
Drag
so
10.
move Morion here.
Okay.
And try to tend to her wounds.
All right. Me a
Right.
medicine check.
Would it be an action to drag a person? Or a bonus action?
I would say because she's unconscious and it's not really being contested,
Ah, okay then. Automatically.
I'll just make it a
Hell
free
yeah.
action. That's a little
I'm an
thin
item
ice
on
there,
the floor.
but I'll give it to you.
Okay, and it's a medicine check for civilization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't know how I am.
Ooh, you basically try and do what you can to wake her up and just make sure she's breathing again, but you can just see her her heartbeat and her breathing like starting to just slow and slow as Maureen doesn't look like she's coming to.
Still a guy. Still a king.
Yeah, whatever. Step.
It's working.
Alright, so I heard Volko before. Is
Yes.
that coming from this direction?
You would have heard Maureen shouting about the spellcaster and the rat.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna come out here. Is this all normal terrain, by the way, as well?
Here is the water. Here
Yeah, I think-
is water, and then it starts clearing up as it starts going down the stairs.
Okay, so that's 5, 15. Could be at 25 to be on top of the dude.
Yeah, we're in 5 to move past.
Well, where'd you move? You moved 5. That's 15. So 25. Yeah. So you could move. No, you couldn't move past him because that's also considered difficult to get through him.
I mean, you could just move diagonally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what
do
I was
that.
planning mathematically. I just can't
Okay.
see
Yeah.
the squares on the other side there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, you could get past him if you want to do that.
Alright, cool. That is exactly what I want to do. So over here.
Nah, above.
Well,
Oh, technically you can do that as well. Yeah. Sorry.
you can do that as well? Alright, I'll do
Yeah.
that then. So I can sort of
Yep.
block off these bone rats.
Yeah, so you start running down the halls, you're like nearly slipping on the stairs as you like kind of gather yourself, smack your hands against the limestone walls and look down, and all you can see are these rats currently like looking up at you and Dugan and they're all just kind of like, almost like hissing, like, as they're going to start charging forward.
Okay, I'm just gonna go, oh hell no, and put my shield away and two-hand the hammer.
Morian,
Yes.
give me a death saving throw.
Go. Oh shit.
Come on.
No, not,
Sorry.
not end your turn.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. All right, so mark that down. 1. She is. You see where you are, Volko, like this. Like her breath was slowing, and all of a sudden she just takes a deeper breath, and it like starts to rhythmically pace up again as she's taking.
Like still twitching.
Yeah, you can see her starting to flicker and move a bit. Okay. This guy is going to hold his action and stay right there. These rats, though, they are hungry. Their meal just got thrown away, but there's also a larger threat up the stairs. And he is going to... Actually, he can... I'm fairly sure. Yeah, beautiful. Wait, what?
Might be a bit late to say I wanted to
Yeah, you only moved, right?
Oh yeah, because you only moved booty. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you wanted to have failed your action, yeah, sure. Just, yeah, try and let me know prior.
Yeah.
Well, technically he did say that he would put away the shield and grab the hammer.
He said he got his warhammer
Yeah.
out. That's not necessarily holding your action.
I said everything,
Sorry.
but I want to hold my action.
Yes, it's okay. We're all getting into the swing of things again. So I'll be lenient. All right, but this rat swarm is starting to crawl up your leg and try and chip away at those ankles.
Oh, I should have
Ooh,
kept my shield on.
Yeah, that hits. As all of a sudden they just start overwhelming you, like just gnawing at your feet, but you've got like thick skin from those years of training. And they cannot pierce you as well as they thought they could have. Dogan. You muted. No, okay. I can't see your face.
No, sorry. Well, Dugan is gonna shoot the rats. 'Cause
Alright.
fuck those rats. Uh, 18 hits, I hope.
That absolutely hits. 7, roll me the hunter's
7
mark.
plus
All
4.
right, there we go. That is
11 damage.
5.
That's 5 damage.
Yep, okay. As now you take out what
Hello.
looks like another quarter of the swarm of rats as you shoot like a couple just gnawing on Stan's ankle as they go flying off, screeching into the mist. That's all?
Yep.
All right. He's going to stay where he is. Okay.
I would like to push Morian further away into this area,
Yep.
and I assume I need to move here to be able to push Morian this way.
Yeah.
How much more? Like, I don't know. Would you allow me to spend only 5 feet?
You can spend like your whole movement. It's just half your movement because you're dragging her.
Ah, sorry, yeah, 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet anyway.
So you would have moved, yeah, 10 feet so far.
Yeah, 10 feet so far, but I want to have Morian on this side.
Yeah. So then.
Or maybe
you've
no,
got-
I will move here and I'll move
Yeah,
Morian here.
you can get to that.
Okay, and then I'll let him go. I'll move. Actually, then I will use. I'll try to stabilize him again.
All right.
Come on,
You can do it.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's not working.
He still seems steady, but you just can't really get to that point where her heartbeat is like a steady beat and her breathing is rhythmically well. Okay. Anything else?
I will move here. What's the range here? Just off. Okay, never mind. I will stay with Morian here. and I don't think I can hide here. But yeah, nah, that's then my turn.
Okay. I'm just trying to think how much you actually moved there, though. 5, 10, and then you would have moved
So that was 20, and then
20,
back here 5.
and then... Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
25.
Stan.
Gonna beat the shit out of these rats.
Alright.
Hopefully. Eh?
Yeah, that certainly hits.
Nice. Hit with the overhead.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage. Please tell me they're not resistant to the crush.
Yeah, so you take your hammer and you just basically, like, not swinging it down, you just smash it, like, on top of them with the hammer head just going straight down vertically into the floor, and you crush them down. But you notice that, you know, they're just too quick and too fast, and it doesn't do as much damage as you would hope.
What?
But there
Oh,
certainly
scavenge.
looks like there is less rats than there used to be.
Bullshit rats.
They don't
Boring.
adhere to the rules of video games.
Give me a death save.
So, just because I like to be miserable, I have a question.
What?
Well, I'm poisoned, and poison gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
I need
Death
to remember
saving
that.
throw is technically an ability check.
It was
No, it's a
only
saving
until the
throw.
end of the next
It's
turn.
not
it's a
an
saving
ability
throw,
check.
Never mind. Oh, we're good.
Like, initiative is an ability check because it's from dexterity.
Yeah, that was it. I was thinking of
Yeah.
it.
You're good. There you go. You are currently 2 and 2. Oh my god. Love it. The turnaround, baby. Let's go. Okay.
Get exciting.
That's what I like to see. Yeah, she has no reason to move. There's no threat right now.
You're surrounded by the police.
So she's just going to continue holding her action. Actually, she's going to... Hang on. Oh yeah, she's fine. She's going to hold that still. But these rats are still hungry and a little pissed. But you notice now, Stan, as they start to... Like, well, they get crushed from you and they scatter and they get all excited and terrified, but they're still like really, really hungry and just, you know, they're really rapid and fast paced, but they just immediately start moving through you, rushing up the stairs. And they are going to nibble on Dugan.
Opportunity.
Nope.
I think they're still in my range, aren't they? So I don't.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, they are, yeah.
But because they are less than half now, oh, they completely miss. As in their frantic flight, they just can't seem to grapple onto his ankles with their teeth. Dugan.
Well, dropping the bow, grabbing the sword,
All right. Slash away.
praying.
Ooh, you hit. Oof.
12
So
damage,
that's
so 6.
6. Yep. As
And then offhand attack. Well, they did.
no, you cleave through. They're trying to get them off you as much as you can, and you knock out, which pretty much nearly all of them, but one rat who's just like kind of sitting there in this corner, like looks up to you, and then
Damn you!
you take what is your offhand and just basically skewer him straight down right into the chest as it goes all the way through his back, piercing him down onto the floor. He's done. You don't even
Hell
need
yeah.
to actually roll me damage. Sorry.
Sure.
Oh my god. Oh shit, the fucking... Okay, with that,
Hunter's
with that,
back.
he is dead. He is dead. Like, if you'd done just the short sword, he would just be on 1 HP. So he is gone. That was great. All right. This guy's gonna continue holding his action. What else do you want to do?
Nothing.
All right.
Absolutely nothing.
Polko.
Dr. Volko.
Dr. Volko.
I believe in you. I mean, you've been.
This could be make it or break it here.
You can do it. I believe.
I don't think Morion has anything on him to help the situation.
Absolutely not. You can also just run off and start murdering things.
I mean,
That's
she's 2-2 right
fair.
now. Oh, and you just
Oh my God.
get enough as you're like sitting there pumping her chest. Somehow you know CPR in a dark fantasy age, but you give it to her and manage to see now as she just takes this like big gasp of air, and you see now her breath comes back to her. Life seems to be in her, but she is just now unconscious and stable. Morion, roll me a d4, please. Yeah, okay, cool. Keep that in mind. If you would like to do something else, Volko.
I would like to pat Morion on the shoulder a couple of times
Thank you. Appreciate it.
and move
That's
here.
what actually helped.
Right.
Should I move closer? That guy can clearly see me, right?
No, he cannot.
Good, then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
All right.
And I have a plan.
Sure.
I have a
Nice.
great plan.
Very, very good. Okay.
I'm excited for your
Yeah.
plan.
Stan,
No.
you seen
I
Volker run up?
close the door myself as well.
That's fine. Reaction.
What was it, sorry?
I was saying you've seen Volker just run up, basically like place his back against the wall. You're locked in eye and eye with him right now.
Okay. I do not know where anything is.
I would probably show Stan that to enemies, I have a plan to fight on 3.
Stan, give me an intelligence check.
I repeat.
That's a lot of words for a.
Let's see if you
Hand
can
signal.
read whether or not Volker, like, if you can read his sign language.
Was it an ability check? You said.
An intelligence check, yeah. So
Intelligence check.
straight intelligence check. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You can comprehend what he's saying.
The most important part to understand is on 3, like on my signal.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward into the doorway and prepare an attack.
All right.
And that'll
That's Morion. She. Ooh. I've done the walls a little bad in here, so. Where you probably shouldn't be seeing someone, you're seeing someone. So I'm just gonna go with the outside walls. That's really what should be done. So
Yeah.
she can't see anything. She's going to continue hold her action that she's been holding this entire time. Dugan. As things get quiet and the anticipation, the slow like hum of the cavern and the whispers are just etching out of that room.
Well, he's gonna move here and, you know, he's just gonna see what those maniacs are up to.
All right. That's all.
That's all.
I mean, you can see Stan obviously like kind of just waiting, looking at Volko. Volko is looking at Stan, and that's pretty much
Yep.
it though.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I saw them, you know, do some weird hand signals, so I'm gonna assume that they have a plan. No idea what those signals were, but you know.
Yeah, we have a plan.
You stay out of this.
As this guy is going to stay where he is. Volko.
All right. Time for my plan. I would like to, first of all, as weird as it sounds, take off my leather armor, like the top thing. It doesn't take too much time, right, to do it?
You're taking up all of your armor?
Not just the top part.
I mean, you're still taking off, like, what do you mean your top part there? Like, As in your chest piece, or because if you're taking off parts of your armor, then you're gonna lose some AC.
I don't mind that. I think that's gonna be. It doesn't matter. I'll use only 1 AC. What I want to do is throw the armor piece across the gap here to bait attacks.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do. That was my plan.
Alright, well I'm gonna make that your action.
I'm fine if it's gonna be a whole turn.
Okay. So you chuck your piece of leather armor, and all you see is just this chunk, 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 as what is a piece of armor smacking the limestone floor in the hallway, now resting at Sten's feet.
It didn't work.
Sten looks back at Volko, just like, that's it.
I thought you were gonna attack it.
It's armor, man.
Attack then.
That was the plan.
Yes, I thought it would work. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
I like the plan. I like the plan. It was a good plan.
So this is the twirling black smoke everyone was seeing before.
Yes, you can hear and you can see a faint bit of black smoke from where you are, but you can see nothing but.
Do I just charge in? It makes about as much sense as throwing a piece of leather armor. Is this difficult terrain at all?
You could have tried throwing my corpse. That might have worked.
25 feet to the middle.
Could have. Maybe should have.
2 enemies, you said, Volko?
At least 2.
At least 2. That's scary. I'm doing it.
Alright, go for
Charging into the middle of the smoke cloud.
it. So as you've run in, you've basically caught on your right hand side just as you go in to the cloud puff of smoke where you can't see anything in this. Or it's almost like the smoke is like wrapping around you, like drawing you in. But it's as just before you get into that darkness, you see in the corner of your eye as the one who chucked the spear at you goes to smack you right in the head with his spear.
Okay.
Hits you with a crit. Oh, that was normal. Sorry. I just do it twice, don't I? Yeah.
Doesn't get the +3 twice though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, I believe not. So 12 damage. As you run in, the spear just jabs into your neck and pulls straight out as you now like feel all of a sudden, it's like you barely feel it, but you can just start to feel like what feels like liquid running down your neck. And you're just standing in the midst of like this swirling dark energy and you can't see anything at all. Left, right, nothing.
All right, I'm gonna second wind
All right.
for minimal. Does that one? Can they see in the smoke?
You don't know.
Good answer.
I'm gonna take a single back step.
All right.
Anything happen?
I can't even see where you are because I'm trying a new thing out.
Oh, that's
where
good.
are you?
I'm down here.
Okay, you are there. Holy shit.
Which square are you attacking?
I'm not attacking anything.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just thinking. Sorry, I'm just reading a spell right now. If I've been doing this wrong or not.
The more time passes, the more certain I'm dead.
I was thinking if I'm gonna.
Just not sure whether or not I've been casting spells through darkness, whether or not they should have had disadvantage or not. Because technically she can't see through it.
If she can't see through it, yeah, you don't. The caster of darkness doesn't automatically get to see through it either.
Yeah, I just realized that now.
That's all good.
Potentially
into
most
life.
of the things. Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, we can't backtrack that far now.
No,
So that's
it's
my
all good.
fault. That's my learning curve. Okay, well, I'm not gonna let that action go off then because I know that now. So yeah, you'll find where you are, Stan, but you just can't currently see it all.
Okay, that's all right. That was bonus action for the second wind.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'm going to prepare an attack. If I get struck from any direction, I'm just going to attack in the same direction.
All right, sure. Morin, you are stabilized. She
I'm chilling.
technically won't get attacked because you don't know she's there, but you do just
Yeah,
hear
she
this.
can move around.
Yeah. You do just hear this faint, like, slow footsteps as they slowly make their way away from you, and just the slight, like, as it just fades off. So that was 5. She's gonna make her way over here.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Dugan.
Alright, Dugan is gonna move down here. He totally has vision on that lady. So he's gonna move Hunter's Mark and gonna shoot her with a bow.
Sure. Yeah, that hits.
25. Oh
Wow.
yeah. Plus 16
Oh my
damage.
god.
Jesus Christ.
So you just run down, knock your arrow, let it loose, as all of a sudden it just cleaves right through her neck and then like out through her cheekbone as she drops to her knees and just goes face first. As Stan, you hear now just this large thud and like what feels like kind of blood like pooling around your feet, but you can't see nothing.
This is horrifying.
You're like, is that one of my friends?
Is this the
Maybe.
spell?
Okay, so he is gone. Okay, that's what you're gonna do? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. You could probably move more, but...
Nope.
Yeah. Volkadev.
Just in time. Okay, so what did I miss? One guy got killed.
One guy got killed and
Yeah.
the spellcaster moved into view.
Oh, into the view. Okay, so we can see her.
Yeah, you can see what is now like a hunched, groaned lady with like a skull flinging from a chain. She's just anticipating anything to come around that corner. Not realizing
Good.
she's not in view.
Not realizing she's not in view.
She's in view, sorry.
Ah, okay, sorry. Confused me a little bit.
What I do.
I want to use my dodge action and run up to the hag. If
Right.
that's the hag.
Use your dodge action, as in your dash action?
No, dodge.
Dodge.
To
dodge.
to
So you
receive
have-
incoming attacks with disadvantage,
Okay, sure.
and I'll use
Like it.
normal moving speed.
Okay.
Straight to-
So as you start running up through that corridor, you see now as what is the lady's skull starts to just burst up into like an orange flame, and the eyes, like just like a fire starts to emanate out of both of the eyes of the skull and flare up, and the jaw where like its teeth are, another fire just emits from its mouth. And she casts Scorching Ray. And is that considered? Wait, doesn't she have to
Make ranged spell attacks for each ray.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Why did that not give me the spell attack though? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why. Oh, is that not doing it now?
Because you pulled up the spell.
Yeah, sorry, no, something else has happened.
You gotta cast the spell first, and then it gives you the attack thing.
No, it's because I've got this new spell effect thing that I'm trying to figure out. It's being weird and it's not working, so...
Fair.
Okay, hang on, I'll just quickly edit it so I can do it properly. Well, it would have been cool to see that. But never mind.
We can use our imagination.
Yes. Why is it not giving the prompt, you fuck? Okay, what is her spellcasting ability modifier?
Right.
What does she use on her? Ray of Sickness, it was +4 and +2, so I'm guessing that's her intelligence then?
Yes.
And then it also adds proficiency?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. +4, and she's gonna shoot all 3 at you.
With advantage?
No advantage. So that one misses, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, it does. 13.
One also
that misses
misses.
as well.
And
Also
that
misses.
also misses. So you see this skull just light up, and like for a second your breath just stops as you just like choke, realizing what's about to happen. But all 3, like one hits the wall next to you on the side of the corridor, and another one on the other side, and then the next one just, you feel it rush past like your skull and your neck as like the heat just like kind of like almost singeing the hairs off the back of your neck as it flies past, nearly hits Dugan, and just ends up barricading down the hallway. But yeah, you are safe and sound, so you can still get up next to her if you'd like.
That's it.
Oh, and they would have had disadvantage as well, so... okay. What do you want to do? You've taken the dodge action, you've moved. So you've got your bonus action left.
Yeah, I
Or
cannot
can
do
you
anything with the bonus action.
No, I don't think you can.
What's my cunning action?
I think it's
Cannot hide in front of
disengage,
her?
dash, and hide. So,
Next time.
yeah. 10. Still surrounded by mist. No sight. All just the hearing of the as like you hear also like outside of that, there are just these large like down the hall.
Are those ray laser bursts directional, or
You don't feel anything
It's just
like
coming
smash past you, but you can just hear it like kind of, I guess the way you're facing, you probably hear it to your right side.
it's like over here? Over.
Yeah.
God dang it! I can't get the highlight. But yeah, over in this direction.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Grab my boy. I'm gonna run out of the smoke.
All right.
What up?
Oh, hello.
As you run out, you see Volko and what is the old hag lady just like eye to eye kind of with Volko right now. A little bit of sweat dripping down from her forehead.
Move another 15 feet. Back through
Go
the
for it.
smoke over here.
Probably
right.
coughing on the way out.
Yep.
You really like that smoke, eh?
Goes well with the beer.
Yep, that hits.
It hits. Nice. I am doing the two-handed with this. By the way, the shield's still down.
Okay, sure. All right, yeah, that definitely hits, and that definitely hurts her as you just smash your warhammer back down like on her spine because it's so arched. You've got so open and vulnerable. You're easily able to just crunch her spine with your warhammer. as this old lady looks to you like, "Please, dear, I'm only here to help."
I'm too busy celebrating that I finally hit something. I'm just like, whoa! Yeah!
You the old lady.
Let me see here.
I'll be right back again, sorry.
All right. Let me see. I could definitely get both of you guys with that.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. So all of a sudden, she's like looking out the stand, sees you in the corner of her eye, and she's like, "Please, dear, I'm only here to help." And she just casts, like, you see her hand move with the skull, and she moves in between you both as the skull once again flares up with this flame, and out of its mouth just spews forth flame. Cool. Yeah, I don't need that again. Let's see. Oh, that's a good point.
Damn it.
I will do that in 1 second, Marion. Let me see. So you did not save.
Nope.
We'll wait for Sten. Ooh, okay. You take 10 damage, Volko, as you are charred.
I am charged.
Ow.
Nergolian leather. Ruined.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the concentration save.
Yeah, I don't have
because-
mending, sorry.
Thank you for that. Let me see. What has she got in terms of con? Oh, that's actually not too bad. Wow.
Spent 18 gold on this.
There you go, she's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, she is fine. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so the darkness maintains as the flames, like, you see, like, as it bursts
I
forth,
tried.
the flames kind of, like, spew into what is the darkness, and immediately as, like, the flames hit the darkness, like, it kind of blows, like, the shroud open just for a brief second before all of a sudden just, as it, like, it quickly wraps around the flame again, and everything just goes dark, like, almost just completely nullifying any light that the flame would have given.
Shush.
Dan!
Stun!
I might just roll for him here. Things
I
going.
think he would let you do it.
Yeah.
Just
I
go
know.
for it.
He's probably just gonna Warhammer, so. I believe that hits. Yes, that hits. Versatile. What do you mean? Why is he Warhammering?
Yeah, why is he warhammering? Didn't he have to
Why
do
is
like
he Warhammer? He has to do a save, right?
dex save?
Dex save.
Yeah, I mean,
burning
that's
hands.
to see whether or not he gets damage. It's Sten's. Oh, wait, it's not Sten's turn.
Yep.
What am I doing?
It's
Oh,
not
what
his
am I
turn,
doing?
no.
Never mind. Never mind. Stan, give me a dex saving throw. You need to beat 14.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh, no, you
Well.
take 10 damage as well.
I'm down.
What?
And I can't get up.
But you're down?
Yeah, I had 7 HP.
What?
You don't...
Dude!
Oh, yeah, because
What
you got
happened?
crit earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, right, he will quit.
All right, so Dugan.
Well, Dugan is gonna run in.
Yeah.
He's gonna move Hunter's Mark onto her and he's gonna shoot her.
All right.
Pew. Oosh.
That hits. That certainly does
11,
damage.
15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. Does she
Come
have?
safe,
I don't think
please.
she has. Yes. Yeah, so she basically, your arrow sticks right into her chest, and like it does a considerable amount of damage as she's like struggling to breathe as it's pierced her lungs, and it's just completely faltered her concentration on the darkness. Let's see here. We remove this now. Boom! As now the darkness just dissipates, the shadows just like filter off and linger away as the whispers also just slowly fade into what is space.
Hell yeah.
Let me.
That's
see
all.
if I can get rid of this shape that I made. Do with her there. It's annoying me. There it is. All right. That's all. I did the damage off. That is fine. Volker.
How is she looking?
She's looking like she's, you know, seen better days. I wouldn't say she's hanging on by a limb right now, but you know, she's doing all right. For an old lady.
I just noticed that she's using that amulet for casting thing.
Yep.
Can I take the amulet off her hand? Using sleight of hand?
Oh. Gosh.
Wouldn't that be disarming or something?
Yeah, I mean, technically,
yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do it.
That's fine.
Like, the
That is
rules say as
absolutely
such
fine by
you
me.
wouldn't be able to do it, but
Okay, yeah, not then.
let's have a little bit of fun, and I would say give me a sleight of hand check. See if you can steal from an old lady that you're beating on.
Enough! Give me that!
14, okay. She rolled. Try and get away from this.
Reach down for the
I'm just gonna give her a straight dex check. Actually, I'll give her a dex save. Oof. As obviously the arrow in her lung, everything just currently weighing down on her, you just grab the chain out. But as you grab it, you feel like the immense heat just like kind of coming up the chain, and you automatically drop it though.
That's fine, I'll... Can I use bonus action to kick it away?
We're kind of pushing things
Okay.
here now.
Alright, nah, that's fine, that's fine. Sheesh. Alright, Jugan. Take care of things. I actually know it's gonna be... Oh wait, yeah, I'll use bonus action to disengage.
Sure.
And... That's gonna be 10 feet. And I'll move back 20 feet. Pushing
Alright.
that stand away.
Sure.
yeah.
So 5, and you're grappling stand and moving him here. So say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do that, sure. That would be your full movement to do that.
And the whole turn, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. All right. Orion. All right, well, she's got complete free range. She's just going to basically pick up the... Oh, yeah. Sorry, Stan. Thought you were dead.
It's all good.
All right, yeah, mark that off. All right, so she is going to pick up the thing once again.
Oh god. I did
Ooh,
a
I
thing.
completely forgot
Ignore
about
me.
that. Yes, you
Use
did.
Weapon attack to knock. Ah.
Ignore my thing.
Damn it. God, that would have been great.
That would have been great. That's something that I wanted to.
What is... Actually, this is a pretty... Oh.
She's gonna kill us all. That's all I want to say.
This is the TPK we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
It's so tempting. But
Do
I think
it.
that would be
Do it.
very brutal.
Do it. Have
Nah.
fun.
It's...
Okay, it is.
I know for certain it's gonna wipe you all.
Is it
Yeah.
fireball centered on herself? Oh.
Maybe? She is going to once again take her amulet, and it lights up into once again the two eyes, and the mouth light up into a giant balls of fire as she casts out Scorching Ray. She's going to do. God.
Do it.
One at Volko, one at Dugan. I think that hits Dugan, one at Volko, and I think that hits you, Volko.
Yep. 2d6. Well, let's see how much it does.
Dugan can technically survive this.
It only does.
Is that one for Dugan?
Oh, that's one for. Yeah, I think Dugan first, and then the one for Volko. So Dugan has survived that. But
Easy.
Volko is unconscious.
Oh, for
Yes.
fuck's sake.
Whew. Okay, tough fight. Dugan.
Well. Shit. Just trying to see if he has anything. Alright, well, I'm just gonna shoot her in the face. That seems like a good thing to do.
Oosh,
That
almost a
definitely
crit.
hits. Don't forget as well your Hunter's Mark.
I'm not forgetting.
Okay,
7
that is
damage.
7 damage. That definitely hits as you get her in her shoulder that's currently holding the spellcaster gull. But she's looking rough. She's looking like she's nearly there, to be honest.
Okay, well, okay, the problem is,
Okay.
usually I would run out of the room, but she's just gonna hold a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I'm gonna do,
Go prone.
I'll run into Melly.
Go prone.
You think go prone is the way to go?
It gives advantage on ranged attacks.
But if she runs up to me, then she has advantage.
I mean, if she runs up to you, ranged attacks automatically have like disadvantage on melee
I
range.
assume that she also has melee attacks.
Well, you
She
assume,
can-
right? Just wait for Stan to get up. You'll roll on that, 20.
I'm gonna stand between them, and I'm gonna try and intimidate her into giving up.
You're the police.
And,
All right.
you
Yeah.
can't kill us.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh god.
Wet in here.
Yeah, that's going real well.
It's like
Going
probably
real,
like half
real.
squeaking. It's random.
Like blood's just pouring out, you know, half burnt.
She
You can't
looks at you,
beat us.
and she basically takes her like right hand and she like grasps like kind of like softly around your cheeks, like, oh dearie, you're the one that needs to surrender. As she casts, oh, that's Stan. I don't want Stan. Chilling touch, and it's going to be at disadvantage. I don't think that hits.
Is Choke Touch a ranged spell?
Yes.
Oh, it totally is.
It's-
Let's go,
for some
yes.
reason, it still needs to roll a ranged spell attack, so
Even though it's called a
Oh,
touch.
thank God.
he has completely missed. But
Did the other two roll for their saves?
Not yet.
no, not yet. You can do that now. I should have done it beforehand. So I'm just going
Yeah.
back and forth right now.
That's why I'm asking.
Right.
But is that considered?
Stan's getting up.
And then bummer. Okay. Stan, yeah, you got 1 and 1, I think, right? So, or 2 now.
You got two. You got two.
Volker's got 1 off. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dugan, back to you as this like kind of burst of like ice energy tries to like chill you across the cheek, but you just pull away just in time, smacking her hand as she is too frail and slow now to try and cast her spells on you.
Well, I'm gonna stab her. I have swords. I'm gonna stab her.
All right, go for it.
Pray.
Yes.
That hits.
No ones. No ones.
Max.
Nice. Oh my god.
Our
As you
Jesus is
take
with us.
your sword and smack her hand away. Do you want to say anything when you do this? How do you want to do it?
So dude.
Yeah. You basically smack her hand away, grab your sword, and just start like cutting into her neck as much times as you can. As she just like she's gone limp, her eyes has faded, and like she's stumbling to the floor. But even on the way down, you're just still going and going and going as the blood's just spraying on the wall, and you just stop. And like, you know, sitting there just like hyperventilating and like sweating, and this blood just covered all over you on the wall as it starts trickling down the room. But she is no more.
Dugan is on 2 HP in case anyone is interested.
But we might still die.
The whole party has 2 HP, I think.
Yeah, so I would say right now, let me see.
Still initiative, right?
Yeah, still initiative. So you two roll me a death save.
Oof.
Nice. Stan, you've stabilized. Beautiful. Volko, you're doing fine. So this is back around to, yep, Dugan. So let's see if you can stabilize him.
Dr. Dugan.
Easy.
Lovely. There you go. As he comes up without even a thought, just starts beating on your chest and just trying to wake you up with all that he's got. All right, so 3 hours. Stan, you're stable. Morian is still down the end of the hall. What do you want to do?
I would like to
Take a short rest.
drag everyone into this room. So
Alright.
I would go out, drag Morian in here.
Yeah.
Is this here? Is this a chair?
No, that is. Give me 1 second.
Not a chair, a table. Okay.
Surgery theater.
Yeah, that is a table. So, yeah, it's just a table with what looks to be a corpse lying on top.
Alright, in that case, I would like to just tilt the table, just chuck the corpse off and put it like across doorway.
Right. You batter up the room in hopes that no one will come and find you.
Yep.
At least put the corpse aside.
He's just gonna hunker down over there and try and take a short rest and pray that no one shows up.
All right, so you sit down for an hour, just regaining your breath, stabilizing yourself, and just steadying your breathing, kind of settling your mind after everything that just happened. Your friends are currently just, you know, slouched up against the wall, sitting up. They're still unconscious. Are you just gonna wait for the full 4 hours until Maureen gets back up and then Volko?
Unless anything else happens, yes.
Okay.
How long does it take for Stan to recover?
Yes, then roll me a d4.
Roll D2.
Okay, sure. So yeah, Dugan, you're sitting there, and eventually you see as Stan kind of just like comes to, his eyes open up, and he just pulls himself back, looking pretty exhausted, but he's awake. Stan, if you want, you can start taking your short rest to, wait out the rest of everyone waking up.
Yep, cool.
It's gonna take almost half a long rest.
Yeah.
Not bad for
Pray that
Dugan there.
no one shows up, you know?
Did that roll 1 or 2 just
That is.
It rolls 1 every time, and then if you then press the rest button, it automatically adds them to your HP,
Okay, cool.
which is really nice.
All right, very nice. Look at that. Nearly back up to full.
There you go.
So yeah, you take that hour, and eventually Volko comes to. Volko's, you open your eyes, you start to see Stan just kind of like sitting there, eating on some food, having a drink. Dugan's just sitting by the door, like with his sword out, just like kind of keeping an eye out. And you can take your short rest. Eventually, Morian, you come to as well. As the bright torch light enters your eyes, and you see Sten and Volko sitting in front of you.
Hey, friend.
How are we alive?
I need to get my armor. It's made out of special leather. And I'm like reaching towards the hallway.
You can also take your short rest if you want.
I would very much like to, please. Pretty please.
4 hours
Everything
total,
hurts.
and then an extra hour. 5 hours. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
wait, no. I wanna...
Anyone got something to eat?
You can take the averages on those, Marion.
No, it's fine.
Died.
Yeah, I'll live.
All right. Yeah. All right. You guys
Am
are
I still
finally.
poisoned? How long did the poison last?
I
An
think
hour?
it lasts for an hour, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you are no longer poisoned. Yeah, your skin doesn't look so yellow or sickly anymore, and you aren't feeling so clammy and sweaty, and you can feel just a lot more invigorated after taking that rest and recuperation. But currently, it is quiet. There is not a lot of noise or movement around you guys. It doesn't seem like you've been interrupted throughout the long rest that you've taken of the last 5 hours.
There's a corpse on the floor. There's multiple corpses on the floor.
That bothers you.
No, I would like to start looting them, if no one else has done that yet.
I haven't.
Oh,
Me neither. I'm putting on my armor.
okay. Let's see.
Still have a couple of doors to check.
You start looking around. Give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Let's just burn this place down. Leave it
It's,
behind.
it's made out of stone. man.
Okay, cool. So you make your way to what is the old hag in the corner of the room between Dugan and you. And you roll her over. You can see all the blood just kind of covered in her robes now, and she's just kind of curled up into what looks like a ball with a curved spine. And you kind of like just fling her robes back with your foot, trying to see if she has anything available. You do find what looks like mage hand. Sorry. You do find what looks like there seems to be a tome just kind of like resting underneath her robe. Another leather-bound tome. It's currently covered in blood, so some of it has been spoiled. Let me see. Obviously her robe, but that's covered in blood. There is a flail. I think it's just a... Yeah, there's a flail that has a silvered skull on it. Yeah, the silvered skull flail. I'll give that to you a little later.
No.
Let me see.
Can I take her amulet that she was using for casting?
Yeah, sure, you can. Yeah, it's just like a chain with a skull on the end. It's like almost like a human-sized shaped skull. There is also, if you've taken a little bit of a look at the tome, you notice it does have a small lock.
Oh.
But I would say, like, it's a little stupid that it's saying like you need to find the lock when she's just been currently using it and died in combat. Like it's gonna be open. So I'm just gonna say it's open.
Her dying breath, she closed it and was like, "My diaries."
So do you open the tome? Do you like look through it or?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a gander.
All right. So you open it up, and as you immediately open it to like the middle of the book, instantly this black smoke puffs out, and it just kind of coalesces into like a skull shape that cackles madly before fading off again and dissipating. Give me please a con save, Morian.
I swear to God, if this kills all of us, I'm gonna rage quit.
Do we all see it?
Yeah, you guys just briefly hear like the cackle and everything. Okay, you are now currently cursed for 24 hours, and you have vulnerability to necrotic damage.
Brilliant. Alright, I love it.
Write that down, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Apart from that, let's see, there was the guy with the helmet. So yeah, there was the guy that was clearly with the spear and the bucket helmet. He obviously has his spear. Bucket helmet, he's wearing just chainmail. I don't think he had any sort of shield. No, it was just his spear that he's got, chainmail. But that's pretty much it. It doesn't look like he has anything in his way of like coins on him. But I think that's it for in here. So,
what about the corpse that was on the table?
The corpse, from what you can see as you go up to it, looks like it's really heavily decayed. It's just currently wearing what is almost like a nightgown and some stockings. It's just a female human elf with like black hair, but you can tell her flesh is heavily decayed. She stinks a whole lot. And yeah, it doesn't look like she has anything on her.
All right. Is the tome, is it a spell book or is it something else? Is it her secret diary?
Yeah, you can see, once again, as you have gone through the pages, you can see where the blood hasn't spilled through the pages. There is very clear indications of certain spells that she has cast. So if you, or she can cast, if you want to write it down.
Yep, I'm writing it down.
She has quite a lot. Do you want all of her cantrips as well, or do you just want the spells?
I mean, the problem is it doesn't do anything for me.
I mean, if you've got them in your list, you can still cast them. I'm just counting these tomes as spell scrolls.
Oh, okay. In that case.
Because there's nothing about tomes, so I'm just like, well, they might as well be scrolls. As long as it's in your spell list, we'll just work with it that way, I think.
We'll do it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not do it now. We'll do it later.
I'll take another look, but I'm fairly sure there's nothing about tomes.
Good.
So first level, there is Burning Hands.
Oh, I thought you were going to give them to me later, but we can do it now.
Okay. All right, sure. I thought you meant
just so we don't have to bog down the game right now with a million spells.
Cool. All right, yeah. That's all you find, though.
All right, cool. Did anyone else just see that?
Yep. So like strap my leather armor.
Close the book. Put it away. Maybe I should start being a bit more cautious about what kind of books I open.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I feel a bit weird, guys.
Well, I don't.
So, like, even though, like, Morian's just gone up, her skin has finally come to color. Like, as she's opened that tome, you can tell that she's gone from, like, her being, like, somewhat vigorous, considering all things, and then her flesh begins to, like, go, like, a sickly pale again as the skull has dissipated.
Just no winning.
No. Poor guy's just not catching a break. Oh no.
I hope you'll recover from this state.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Anyways, I'll probably like spend a minute to explain the whole situation to everyone about the two doors that I've seen here, that we might have looked through the whole place, except for those two entrances.
Right.
Can't we just go out?
Actually, there's a
tell
third
them-
entrance here as well.
Burn it down.
Yeah,
Tell
I
them
don't think you would have
about
like
it,
taken
tell
the
them
time to
the
actually sit there
cavalry.
and recognize that, because the fight started pretty swiftly. So
So we know at least about the two doors.
you know at least
Yeah.
about those two. You're more than welcome to go back up. Like, you didn't really investigate those two rooms.
I will check out the stuff on the guy that we killed here.
All right.
The red
mean-
road soldier.
Yeah.
So
Considering how no one has shown up, we're probably fine, right?
okay, as you make your way back up, you notice. Where is it? You notice as you've come through that corridor, where that altar was that you wanted to hide behind. You notice right above it is a man currently being chained up. He has what looks like spear holes in his flesh. You know, some smaller than others, some larger, and it kind of looks like he's been up there for, well, more than 6 hours now that you guys have been fighting plus resting for.
Oop.
You can see that there is like a slow rhythmic breathing to him. He doesn't have his eyes open, but he seems like he's still conscious.
Mm-hmm.
He's still alive! Let's go!
I'll forget about the guy that we killed and try to help that guy. Probably call Stan.
All right.
Stan!
He kind of like hears you call, and you see him immediately like, please get me down.
Right, we'll get it now. Just
Let's kill it.
Please. No.
is he? How is he
more.
chained? Is he like chained?
He's shackled, like basically like both his hands above his heads. You know, a shackle either side, like chain running into the wall.
Then I'm gonna just look for a way to get him down.
Yeah.
Is there any mechanism? Can I like sort of trace by the direction of the chain? Trace the
Yeah,
source
it
of
doesn't look
mechanism?
like there's any sort of like mechanism to release the shackles themselves. It doesn't actually even look like there is any sort of yeah.
Looks like we're cutting down his hands. How much do you want to go down?
We'll quite literally break the chains that bind him.
You can tell like his arms, like his wrists where they obviously have been like rubbed against the shackles for a very long time as well. So like there's a lot of blood around his wrists and everything like that. And he's not exactly like holding himself up. It's just basically like his wrists almost look like they're broken and like pulling nearly almost all the way through, but the shackle is just that tight around. He can't seem to get like his hands through.
I attack the shackles.
With the hammer?
All right, give me an attack roll if you want to do that.
Alright.
Can I help him by holding the guy? Like, so he will be like stable? So the chain doesn't shake?
That hits. Say that again. Sorry, I was reading.
Oh no, never mind. If he hits, that's fine.
You definitely hit one. I could probably say you probably hit two of that because they're pretty close together. So give me a damage
Nice.
roll.
Yeah.
So you smacked your hammer against these shackles, and he's like, oh, oh. As like you can tell now, like one of the shackles is like broken, basically around one of his hands, and like one of his arms comes free, but immediately like slams down to his side, and now he's just sitting there hanging from one arm, like, oh, oh, please, oh, get me out, oh.
Ariston!
Fine. I'll attack again.
All right.
No miss.
You guys are doing great.
Roll me damage. Yeah, all right. That was just enough as you crack the other shackle. And as you crack the other shackle, his body basically just boom, 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 straight on top of the altar, and he's just hanging over the edge. And like his face is just hanging over, and he's just like he barely moves. It almost looks like that's like knocked him unconscious again. Just... And as you're all
now, Volko,
focusing on what is that man breathing on his shackles, you notice immediately from the armor behind you, Volko, you just hear this as now the two swords that was in the suit of armor come flying out and start floating behind Volkadav.
Oh no.
As one immediately goes to cut for Volko.
Yeah.
I would also say you are probably surprised.
Yes, I am.
But that
Totally.
completely misses as you've like heard the clanging of iron swinging over your head, and you've gone to just basically dodge out of the way with your quick roguish actions. All right, let
Reflex was
me
kicking in.
yeah, let me get this out of the way and let's get you guys back into initiative.
We're really not good at this, are we?
If we stab the guy, will the swords disappear?
Maybe.
do it and just, you know,
Yeah, it's not our
just
problem.
fall where they may. Well, there we
Oof, Andy. Dugan.
Sorry.
Marion, you're not even here. Okay.
No, he was just listening down there. I feel like if he hears like yelling, he's gonna come back up, but...
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just check. This is... All right, so let's start. Dugan.
Hell. Dugan is just gonna take his bow and shoot the left sword.
All right.
Fucking hell.
And it just it goes wide, hits the armor as the armor just like slowly like goes back and forth before it settles back into its original position.
And then he's just gonna take a step back. Just
All right.
don't worry about it.
It's all good.
Who shot that?
Okay, this one is going to hover over towards you, Stan, and it is going to take a swing at you.
Bring it. Got my shield back.
And it misses as it just hits you across your shield. Kunk, sing. This one is going to go for you again, Volko. As it also misses horrifically. But it is going to stay where it is. Volko, you are surprised.
Yeah.
Dead.
Alright, am I able to grapple this floating sword? Potentially wield it against its opponent, its partner?
You... I would say yes, but you're gonna have it with like disadvantage. It's a floating sword, it's animated, it moves around, plus 3/4 of it is technically a sharp weapon. So you would have to specifically grab the hilt of it.
Sleight of hand check.
I feel like I'm owed a 20 tonight, so I'm doing it. Damn it! Fuck's sake!
All right.
Good job, man. Good job.
Also, you didn't roll that with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Roll again so I can roll even lower.
Please, 20.
Oh, okay.
But it's failed.
Jesus. You grapple the sword. You take it by its hilt. Luckily enough, with it floating around, you are currently grappling it.
Nice.
It sort of flew right
And you
into your
can feel
hand.
it kind of like as you're holding it, it's trying to just like pull itself out from your grip, but you've got it.
Okay, and then I would like to pivot so that I'm like here and the sword is over here. And
Alright.
I want to target that sword.
Sure.
That is so silly.
I wouldn't say that you could do it like that. You would probably need to be within 5 feet of it, because that's that's like a 10-foot reach.
Then I'll just step forward, turn, and swing.
All right, so yeah, you're pushing it now. Up here, you've got it. Okay, let me roll it for you. It is going to be with your strength. What is your strength?
It is +5.
Okay,
With
so
proficiency,
yeah.
sorry? It's +3
think that-
and then +2 with proficiency.
Okay, that hit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Did you say +3, sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that would be... What did he roll? He rolled a 6, so it would be 9 damage as you flung the sword at its other sword. Do they have resistances? No.
Do you not have
So it's
piercing
taken
resistance?
all of that 9 damage.
Very good.
As you can see, the sword is verily wounded. Okay, Dugan. Stan has just manhandled the floating sword.
Come here.
I actually feel bad for that sword. That's not something I expected.
I'm gonna break. Breaking swords is like breaking horses.
What?
Is
it?
It will be.
Man, I'd hate to see your horses, man.
Yeah.
Just grab it by the tail.
Fling it into another horse.
Jesus. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep shooting the other sword. Hopefully hitting.
You know what? Roll me a D2.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh no.
So as you've gone to shoot your arrow, you've all of a sudden just like, you know, you're still a little shaken from last fight, and you just like you're shaking and you go to fire and like you don't realize, but all of a sudden this arrow is just going like straight into Volkadub's ass. Roll me some damage.
Ugh.
That's a good ass shot.
As Volker, you take 7 damage as this arrow just
Yep.
plunges into your butt.
Sorry.
Backstabber!
Stop
Okay.
rolling what?
Get out of
He's
the way.
going
I'm trying to
to-
hit the thing.
Attempt to break this grapple from the magnanimous Sten. Stan, give me an athletics.
Is it just normal now since I already have it?
Yes. He's already holding onto it, so. Ooh, but he immediately just, like a cork coming out of a wine bottle, just pops out of your hand and swings about in your vicinity. He's gonna stay there though.
What's his action?
Okay,
Ah, what?
that was his action. I know,
Yeah.
that's why I ended his turn.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I-
temporary.
Misheard. There is.
Okay, so this other one is gonna go for Volko again. He seems like a little vulnerable trying to pull an arrow out of his ass. And crits.
And
It was a good hit,
Kills
though.
me.
You have to admit.
I'm down.
As Volko's
Oh, for
currently
fuck's sake.
trying to pull this arrow out of his ass, the sword just
For love of-
slashes straight across his chest and falls straight down. You don't give me a death save just yet.
Oh.
I don't know, okay.
You're next anyway, so yeah, we'll just count that. So there you go, you got 1 failed. Sten.
Well,
We're doing great, guys.
it's happening again. going for it again. I'm gonna grapple the sword.
All right, go for it.
Disadvantage again?
Yep.
Beat that.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Okay.
I'm owed.
Oh yeah. So once again, you'd like kind of like jumping up, trying to grab it, and then all of a sudden you just grab it with a fierce stroke of your hand and grab it by the hilt. So that's your action. So anything else?
I'm gonna keep trying to target the other sword with that sword.
All right.
Just hit them.
Too good.
Smash them against the wall.
Turn them against each other.
That's what
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
that's what Dugan's doing. Turning against each other.
Dugan, what do you want to do?
Well,
Don't shoot.
Dugan is gonna shoot that sword again.
One on the
now
left.
he is, of course.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Yes, okay. So your arrow just hits it straight on the middle of the blade and it just ping, just cuts it like straight through the blade as it just snaps in half and it falls immediately to the floor and then just dissipates.
Can I, as a bonus action, grab Volkodov and just drag him back a bit?
I just say
is
it
that
as
an
a,
action?
I said it was a free action earlier because he's unconscious. Like,
Alright.
so
Cool. So, 5, 10, 20, 30. So he ends up here
okay, sure.
on the stairs.
Yeah, and he doesn't take an AOP, so that's fine. All right, this guy is going to try and break from that grapple, good sir.
Good luck. I'm already good to go. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything, but this is funny. Okay. Oof. All right. Give me. Yep. All right. You are more than fine. Volker, give me a death save.
Goodbye, cruel world. Or all of one. Okay, never mind.
Oh
my
my God.
God. 2 against 3. Let me see. Stan, you're just holding the sword now.
Okay. Still trying to resist me?
It's already done that.
Probably trying to kill you.
So
Okay.
you're fine. You've got it.
I'm going to grab the sword and start smacking it into the statue as hard as I possibly can.
Okay, sure. God. How am I going to do this?
Let him unarmed.
Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to give you a...
Plus 5
Let me
to hit.
see. Hang on a second. I'm just going to give you a 1d6 plus your strength.
Nice. So that'd be 3.
You're just smacking it against a flat of armor. So, okay, yeah. All right.
Nice.
You just keep smacking it against the armor, and you can see the sword starting to take little dents. And the armor just basically like stumbles back, hits the wall, and then just like crumbles.
Nice. Now, question is, can I Rashomar Supreme a sword? Since it is technically grappled, and I have a bonus action available.
I'm gonna say yes, but there's gonna be, you know what?
Isn't that just chucking it on the floor?
Yeah, but you're grappling it, so yeah, you know what? Sure, I was gonna say you were gonna take some damage from it, but technically you'd have control of it in some regard. So just go for it. Roll me a Rashomar Supreme.
Stab it into the floor.
Dumbest encounter I've seen in my life.
So stupid, I love it.
It's not dumb if you win.
All right, yeah, you slam it on the floor. I don't think. Let me just see.
Now
Oh,
it's prone.
yeah, technically it can be prone, so
Wait, you can?
it doesn't have a condition of immunity against being prone, so
It's a fucking floaty. I love it.
I know, that's why I'm confused. Yeah, it's
That is
prone right now.
amazing.
How much damage is that? -4. There we go. Jesus
This
Christ.
is the best day ever.
Stan is currently having what looks like a weird dance with his sword.
It's like a Fight Club fight.
Dugan, you now have disadvantage against shooting it.
I now have disadvantage against shooting it, so I'm just gonna try and bandage the Volkanov at my feet.
All right, give me a medicine check.
Ooh,
Oh, yes, lovely. Immediately stabilized. All right, Volko, give me a D4.
1 second, I'll just remove the 2 from my disk save.
When you think you're so far behind with D&D and you're like, oh, all right.
1 hour, let's go. Another short rest.
Hell yeah, another short rest. Awesome.
Nice. Well, technically not, but okay. Let's see. The sword is prone, but he is going to try and swipe at your ankles at disadvantage.
Good luck.
I mean, he can use 5 feet of his half of his movement to get up.
He's prone for an entire turn.
Oh,
like
right.
as until Mr. Supreme's next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Volko, you are stabilized. Stan, the sword is mechanically just swiping at your ankles.
I love that so much.
Okay. Now I'm gonna swing the warhammer at it.
All right. Yes, you hit. Give me some damage. Oh, very nice. As you basically smack it down like where the hilt meets the blade, and like you see as the hilt and the blade snap, but the blade is still there. Oh, sorry, that is minus. There. From what you can tell, it seems to be alive.
That's not good.
Too good.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't want to shoot it. Sure, fuck it, I'm shooting it. Screw it. Just shoot that stupid thing.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, right, sorry. 9.
All right, very nice.
9.
That was a 2, so that was almost a 1.
Completely misses and just like ping, pong, 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 as it flies around the little alcove where the sword is.
Perfect. Also, I'm gonna be right back.
Sure. Sword gets up, and you can tell now as it gets up, you can see like its weight isn't as balanced as what it would be, and it's trying to like, you know, maintain its like center, but with no hilt. It's trying really hard to try like stay afloat and stay in one place, but it's gonna do its best to try and swing at you and just run itself through your gut.
Okay, that hits.
With a last dash to kill you as it drives its blade into your chainmail, and like you feel this just slight pierce like hit your navel before it pulls back out, and it's just like floating in front of you. Shit. Honestly, like playing this, guys at fucking Hasbro, get your shit together.
I broke it. I broke the sword real good.
No, but like this is an encounter. Guys are idiots. Okay. Stan.
I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Go for it. That misses.
Oh no.
Yeah, that just misses as because it's like swaying around. You've gone to swing, and it's just like, you know, just not out of its own volition has moved out of the way.
I'm just gonna step over so someone else can, you know, assist.
All right. Oops, that was back. She's not here, so I'm gonna roll for her.
Yeah, Volker got completely destroyed.
So yeah, dude. Arrow to the ass.
It reminds me of Baldurs Gate 3.
Ooh, that misses as well.
Don't mess
No,
around.
can't do that. So, yeah, that is Dugan. He's gonna go try and pierce your stomach once again, Stan. Just can't break through that chainmail. Stan, finish it, please.
I'm trying.
Oh my
Damn
god!
it.
Just yeah, it just like you hit your warhammer against it, just ting, it just flings back off.
I was better off grappling it.
There's nothing to grapple now.
He is still not back. So, ooh, that finally hits as, yeah, that completely does it as the arrow just pierces once again straight through the blade and snaps it into, and it crumbles to the floor and then just dissipates. These white particles no longer being there.
Would it be possible to cast a hunting mark on the sword?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay, so
But
it counts
it's-
for any target.
It's just dissipated.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think. I think
I
it's
was just
always for
curious.
like creatures. Let me just double
I
check.
elbow drop the location that it died at.
Yeah, you choose a creature. Actually, would that be considered a creature? I don't think.
No,
so,
it's
right?
not. It's a construct, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it
Oh,
would
no,
be.
that's not.
So
Maybe it can depend on what's inhabiting this.
let me see. I mean, yeah, it's just an animated object, so
Object, not a creature, yes.
yeah.
That,
Therefore, I couldn't. All right, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, so combat has ended. No longer in initiative. The
Crocodile's
guy
life
is
almost
currently just kind of trying to pick himself up off the counter, but he just can't get his strength. Just like every time he puts his hand on the altar and like lifts himself up, you just see his like hand shake before he just please, water, food, help.
Now it's your problem, Stan.
Nope. I did my part.
You just gonna
I
leave
beat
him?
the swords.
Well, I'm unconscious.
Damn it, Volko. Why'd you have to die?
I mean, Dugan's
Fine.
here, but he's not here right now.
I
Why
suppose
was
I'm
it-
the police. Let's I don't know.
Okay.
drag him somewhere.
Like, outside.
You- Yeah, you walk over to him. What are you just gonna pick him up?
Yeah. Put him in the bag of holding that we don't have.
That you don't have.
no.
Please. Help me. My family will reward you handsomely.
Inside check.
Where's your family? What help do you want even?
I am from the upper city.
Ooh, that's important.
My family's the Jasso family.
Just
We have many things of value that we can give you. But please, my family must know I'm alive. Or else there will be nothing.
Alright. Alright. I'm convinced.
And if you wish to insight check him, yes, you can, Blood. Oh wait, you can't actually. So
Again, I was just joking. I was joking. I'm out for at least an hour.
okay.
Jasso family, was it?
I don't think I have any.
Jasso.
more
So
here.
I will.
It's like
I mean, if you have
JASSO.
rations, just you can give him rations. JHAS.
Okay. I'll give him one bit of rations.
Yeah, he's just like currently sitting up on the altar, barely able to hold himself up. You can tell like he's very malnourished. He's like you said, he's like covered in blood. You can see his ribs. You can see like his body is just completely gaunt, malnourished, and like what's the atrophied. But yeah, he looks to you and he very much like is heavily implying that he can reward you in some regard if you escort him back to his family estate out of this hellhole he's currently in.
I can't say anything.
You can't. Yeah, I suppose I'm the only one, can't I?
You're the one calling the shots.
I mean, Dugan's back, so
Sorry.
Dugan slash
Sorry.
Morian.
Should we help this potential cultist? He says he can give us treasure if we take him back to his family.
Is he a cultist?
I don't know.
I mean, you can investigate him
Are you
inside
a
him.
cultist?
Are you asking him that?
Yes. Maureen is gonna...
Why would I be a cultist?
Okay.
If I was a cultist, why would I be chained up taking spears in my...
Because
person?
ritual.
we all know cults are weird. Alright?
Maybe you're into it.
So, I mean, yeah, Morian, from what you can tell, like, he does not look like a cultist in any way. He seems to be pretty, like, it's hard to read him right now because of how, like, on, like, death's door he is, but he seems to be, like, being genuine from what you can read from his facial expressions.
Alright. Alright.
Please, my family will reward you handsomely. I don't have anything on me, but I can stay here until you can take me safely. Just
I'm gonna...
food, please.
I just gave him some.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to clean him up a bit.
All right, as the quick scurry of like wind and like these like particles kind of like spread across his body, and the blood just kind of dissipates and fades away.
And then I go over to the unconscious Volkodov, and I'm gonna check his pockets if he has any rations.
All
I don't
right,
carry rations that with me.
Fuck!
Let me check. But,
Dugan takes out basically grabs his backpack, and you see him grab
Yeah,
out some
Dugan has
rations
rations.
and just takes his way over.
Please, this.
Eat. The man just basically takes the bread and takes a bite, and you can just see like this kind of like sigh of relief as his body's getting some sort of nourishment to hopefully, get it to a state of vitality and back up to health.
Well, I don't think he's lying. I think he really has been captured. So I do believe that we should maybe help him. But at the same time, they're, two closed doors that way.
Do you
Leave him here.
perhaps have a weapon I could use in case more of these assholes come?
no.
Does Volkodov have weapons on it?
You are more than able, like you can more than check right now. He's unconscious, so he can't do anything about it.
Do you have like a dagger or something, Volkodov?
Signature dagger, yeah.
Could give him a torch.
He has a short sword and what seems to be
That's actually
6
not
daggers
a bad idea.
Okay, I have 6 daggers, sorry.
on his
But these
Oh
are
person.
my
throwing
fucking
daggers.
god!
These
Alright,
are throwing
I'm-
daggers.
I'm grabbing like 2 daggers and I give them to the guy.
All right,
And I say, there you go.
Volko, take 2 daggers out of your person.
Mhm.
He grabs one, like kind of just like rested on his knee, and then just like kind of pushes off the other one.
Please. Only one. It's fine.
Alright. I slipped the other one back.
All right.
Alright, I'll make a note of that.
Who are you people again? Why are you here?
I think Sten is most qualified to answer that.
Police business.
Police? As in...
Flaming fist business. Sorry.
Yeah, what is this police you're talking about?
Of course. It's about bloody damn time someone dealt with these assholes. Been killing people in the lower
and
city for the last few years.
We decided to take that into our hands. Yeah.
That's right.
But the
Well-
question.
I thank you, but please, whatever you're doing, make it quick. I don't have much time.
I mean, if I, could decide, I'd say let's just get out of here, tell them there's a massive cult, and, have the Fist deal with it.
We are the Fist.
We're not really the Fist. We're just contractors. I'm a butler, for the love of everything.
He like speaks up a little bit.
Look, it matters not. What matters is that I can help you if you help me, okay? Don't care who you are, just please.
Well, I say we wait until Volkodov here wakes up.
You can just
All
carry
right.
me.
That's all
gonna
on the
carry
short
you.
rest, isn't it?
Yeah. It's gonna turn into a long rest at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 more hours. Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be a long rest.
Let's leave.
All right, fine. Let's let's just leave him.
Yeah, he kind of
Like
just
Volko?
shovels himself like slightly off the altar and like kind of just rests his back against the altar and just sits there eating the rest of his ration.
You know
Are you
what?
leaving?
I want to be stupid. Okay, just real quick, guys. I'm gonna be right back, and I'm just gonna run south.
I hope you're not leaving Volko with this guy.
Oh,
Alright.
I am.
Be in love with.
I mean,
Stan.
Dugan is there. And I'm gonna listen on this door. Do I hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
I have been yelling over that side.
You put your ear against the wall. And apart from what seems like just the faint like howling of some wind drifting in from around the tomb that you seem to be in, you don't hear anything.
Alright, fuck. I closed the door.
Sure. Wait, you opened
I
the
go
door?
over here. I opened the door. I saw it was like... Yeah, I mean, I did open the door. So...
Okay, sure.
If anything jumps
I thought
out
you were
at
just
me,
listening.
then it can.
Yeah,
no. I
nothing
opened
jumps
the door.
out.
I
You
saw...
open the door, and all you see was just this little rat that seems to be like
Yeah.
walking around the room, just like.
Yeah, no. And I'm gonna try and listen on this door.
All right.
Do you want another one, or should we?
Yep.
Alright. Come on. It's not rolling.
You might be getting the delay that I'm having, that or the thing has come up to say normal or. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can't hear anything. You hear the door.
Angry door noises.
I hear my heart beat. I'm like, is that regular? Should it like
You
skip
hear the
a beat
rat from the other
every
room,
3
just like,
beats?
just kind of like scurrying behind you.
Alright, and you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna open this door as well. It's probably just another corridor, isn't it?
All right, you open the door.
It's another corridor.
It creaks open, and you just you see what is a dead end, and then it turns around to the right.
Alright, screw this. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and explore it. I'm gonna go back to the others.
All right. You make your way back to the others. You see Stan and Dugan. Stan, what are you doing while Maureen's just like scurried off?
Just making small talk with the prisoner and Dugan, I guess.
All right. Anything specific or?
You guys come here often?
Shut up, you dead.
Can I wake up?
Dugan kind of just looks at you like, I kind of wish I hadn't at this point.
Same.
But hey, job's a job, right?
Let's leave while Marian's away.
Like I said,
Wow.
I need you guys. You need me. And as you guys are just like saying this, Morian, slowly, you hear her footsteps like making her way through the water in the corridor, and then slowly makes her way back up into the room.
Hello. Shall we get out of here for now?
Is everything done?
I mean,
Have we cleared out the cultists?
well, look at us. We have someone who's half dead. We have someone who's unconscious.
Good point.
I mean, we can try and do a long rest here, down here. That's definitely an option. I'm just not sure if that's such a good idea.
No, not
I
the way
mean,
we came in here.
You're gonna have to take another hour to get Volko back up. It's probably been close to 8 hours already. You're like borderline 8 hours for being out today, doing what you've had to do, fighting, resting, coming unconscious, short resting, everything else. So you're gonna have to take a long rest, and you're probably gonna have to take it soon before you guys start taking a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's what I
Unless you
figured.
guys want to keep going with points of exhaustion.
Nope.
No way.
Not really.
Certain doom. Let's exit the building. Go back to Sten HQ. Rest up. The Stenops HQ, that's right. Long rest up. Return this, maybe not return this dude. But get the health back. Come back, finish the job. Get the treasure.
What are we gonna do about the
Yes.
bathhouse facility?
Come back and clear it out.
Okay.
And we'll also we'll shut it down. We'll contact Zoch.
Can we?
Establish a perimeter. I don't know. I don't know where to find him.
What's it called when they SWAT like infiltrates the building? I think there's a word for that. Breach, yeah. Let's make the fist breach the perimeter.
I literally sends you guys to go do something. Now you're coming back to like, can we have a hand?
You just guard the place while we rest up
can you
and then do the rest
this?
of the job.
I would still like payment.
But the rest of the fist could finish investigation here. We're pretty much done here.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, can I give you guys an option, or do you guys want to figure this out?
I'm dead.
Yeah,
Unconscious.
I mean, the problem is we need a long rest. I'm not sure if we will survive a long rest down here.
Nah. Probably not.
So that's why I'm like, I mean,
And we made a
we
lot
might
of
as
noise
well.
coming into the bathhouse
Yeah.
in the first place.
We might as well get this guy out of here. And I don't know.
Just lock him up in Sten HQ for now.
Don't lock him up.
For his
Why
own
we locking him
protection.
No. Just bring him home and rest at his place, right?
You need a pass to get into Upper City. That guy's from the Upper City.
I would like you to know that my clothings are immaculate. They do have a few holes in them, but other than that, they're
But
immaculate.
it's not the clothing
Yeah,
that
they've
lets
got
you.
rat's holes in them. They've got a big like burn straight through your jacket on the center chest. Like your clothes are not
Oh, I
immaculate
hate
right
it.
now.
Is it still wine stained?
They are
They are
far from
clean.
it.
No, they
Like,
are not
you,
wine
You've
stains.
cleaned up all
They
the
are
blood and dust
extremely
off them, but everything else, like you've got cuts, you've got like singes from spells, you've got rat holes. You've got a lot of things on you. You're not looking too great.
Yeah. It is rather depressing.
That guy needs a rest. Volko needs a rest. We all need a rest. That's
Yeah.
all my last say.
I feel like we have to get out of here, right?
We need a
Also,
long rest.
Morian, Volko still have the last book.
Oh, he does. Well, I'm not a thief.
You took the blade from me. What do you mean you're not a thief?
Yeah, but that was for someone else's good. You know, that wasn't for my own good.
I will say, if you're going to decide to drag Volko out, take him somewhere safe, depending on where you're going, you're probably going to take a level of exhaustion getting there.
What?
You're dragging him around. You've been fighting for like 6-7 hours now.
Yeah.
It's going to take you extra long to get there dragging a body around with no cart. You're carrying him. You're getting close to 8 hours of already just traveling around and fighting.
I mean, at that point, we're just gonna get to a point of exhaustion anyway.
But we can get rid of it during the long rest outside.
That is true. We can just get rid of it during the long rest. It's big of a deal.
Or we can continue exploring the place and die horribly. Due to, I don't know, floating broom or something.
Yeah, I
what
feel like
are
if
you
we stay here,
guys
we're dead.
doing? You can either stay here and attempt a long rest. You can find a means to cover up if you're staying here and doing a long rest, or you can leave.
We can just go
Alright,
up to the bar.
I'm gonna try and push you guys in a direction here because there's nothing happening.
We can just stay at the bathhouse, can't we?
I mean, technically it closes midnight, so
Well, if you're taking a long rest here,
We can commandeer a room as part of the Flaming Fist operations.
Exactly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go upstairs, commandeer a room, because that way we can also keep an eye on the building.
true, unless it's that other exit.
sure.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right.
All right. So you guys slowly make your way back up to the bathhouse. You see that the masseuse is not in her room. They've just basically moved into the opposite area. It's empty there. There still seems to be probably about half the people that were in the bathing areas at the moment. It is what looks like it's starting to get reasonably dark outside. I would say it's like borderline, probably, yes, probably starting to set at this point in time. What's the plan?
Did you tell these
Barricade-
people there was a bomb in here?
I don't think so. I don't
Nah.
remember.
Okay.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Volk said that we need to, like, we need this place to be evacuated for the inspection.
Yeah.
Making sure.
I'd say we barricade the door that leads down. Because that was like a trap door, right?
Yeah,
Was
the
a secret
secret
door.
door.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
So
it's
just-
just basically like a stone wall that's opened up. So you could probably just close it back
okay.
up.
Yeah, close it back up. Preferably pile some shit up in front of it. If
Jam
we
it.
can.
Yeah,
Jam
sure.
to make this-
And then just chill here for the next 8 hours.
That's right.
In this particular room.
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
Okay.
Maybe we should do a room over because if cultists come through.
that is a good point. If cultists come through, yeah, let's do room over.
All right, so you make your way over to the opposite room. You do see what was the name. You do see Jabaz once again, and he is massaging. The other masseuse is currently just sitting down, and they seem to be just alternating because they only have, you know, the one table. Jabaz looks up to you. What? As the other lady kind of stands up. What is it now? Is the flaming fist done with their business? Can I resume back in my room? I'm sick of alternating in this crappy masseuse room. No offense, Jabaz. Of course.
But Volker
Actually,
can
yeah, you can go back to that room, right? I mean,
Ah,
she might as well.
thank God. Jabaz, you're on your own. And she just like kind of like gets up, strides out, and just closes her door.
All right, great. Jabaz, we're gonna need your room.
What? I just. You've got. You know. He looks up at Stan. He's like, yeah, all right. Of course.
To the tabard by order of the flaming
Basically,
fist.
grabs the commoner and just like takes his arm and come on out now. And they just
Much
leave.
obliged.
He's like, go have a bath, go do something. I don't care.
I close the door.
Yeah, as he close the door. The room is yours. What do you guys want to do? Are you simply just keeping the door closed, preparing in any regard for like a long rest in this bathhouse? Like, what are you doing?
I would say we should keep watch, right?
Definitely.
absolutely.
Okay.
And I think then we're just gonna take a long rest.
Okay.
I'll take first watch for the hell of it.
First watch. Okay. Who's doing second watch?
I can go second. I'm
Okay.
healthy and strong.
All right.
Dead.
Volko or
Dugan,
Dugan?
Dugan.
yeah, Dugan third and Volko last, because then he's had
All right.
a good amount to get.
So, yeah. All right. Give me perception check. Morian first. And then
Alright.
you also give me one.
Alright.
Perception.
Nice. It's under provision.
5 Sten. 5.
Okay, so you guys rest up. You basically keep your backs to the doors and the walls and just kind of sit there, getting what little rest you can. You guys don't seem to notice anything as like the 2 to 4 hours begin to pass as you slowly begin to rest and switch over your night shifts. Dugan, give me a perception check.
Please. Please. Nope, that's not perception. It's perception. Hey, he's
Come
even
on.
proficient in it. There
Yes.
we go. You can always rely on the ranger to notice shit. Praise them,
And
praise them.
backstab people as well.
Dugan,
What's an accident?
it's probably hitting around midnight. And you can slowly hear, like, you know, at this point, like, everyone's left. It's completely dark. You've got the moonlight just currently simmering in through the one window you've got in that masseuse room. And you just hear this faint as you hear the slow steps outside in the pool area.
I kick Sten and Volkodov
All
and
right.
Morian.
Are you going
Like-
to? You can't.
I'm alive.
And as you're like listening, you can hear. With that roll, you can probably hear it's 2 to 3 sets of footsteps, maybe even more.
I would like to hide the corner or take position.
Alright. Yeah.
I grab my hammer and prepare to assault.
Yeah, Dugan is gonna take one side of the door, Sten the other, and she's gonna do like
Breach!
yeah.
Bridge outside? What?
Morian is gonna hold an action to shoot anything he sees.
All right. So
And we're gonna throw open the door.
you're gonna throw open the door.
Yell. yeah, and yell, stand down in the name of the Flaming Fist.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to quickly do something here. Gonna have to get rid of this. Okay. And okay. Let me see. Let me see. Hiding. Changes. Lovely. Okay, so are you just completely throwing open the door? Or are you doing it quietly?
No.
No what?
We're doing it SWAT style.
Are you doing it SWAT style? So who's holding their actions? It was Stan, you're holding your Warhammer. Morin, you're holding an action to just burst it open and surprise them. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I think the
Volko,
idea is that we're trying to just take them by surprise.
What are you doing, Volko?
I am getting into a position. I don't know, hiding behind a piece of furniture to prepare for sneak attack.
Get sneak attack, yeah.
So let me
sneak attack Dugan back.
you guys in
Oh
here.
God, no!
Say, Morin, you're there. Stan, you're there, and I haven't activated the map yet, so don't worry.
I think it's funny.
Volko, I'll say you're on the back
Dugan
here.
has like his bow at the ready and is gonna like.
To make it funny, I'll stab Dugan with his own arrow.
No!
For my next trick, I'll make the arrow disappear.
Alright. So
His
you
ass.
guys are currently standing, waiting in the room. You've heard the footsteps when all of a sudden Morian looks at Stan. Stan gives her the nod and kicks the door open as it blows open. Yeah, put yourselves where you want to be. And Morian, immediately as it blows open, you see one guy in a hooded robe all the way down. He's currently got his hood on. You can't see his face. It's not pitch black in the bathing area because all the reflections of the water are just kind of like scattering around, and it's like kind of like you can see remnants of his face like lighting up from the reflections as like they kind of like swivel over his face and everything. But he's standing there. He's looking around. He doesn't seem like he's noticed you guys. If you'd like to do your action, go for it.
Does a 14 hit?
That hits. That definitely
9
hits.
triple damage.
Wow, okay, lovely. As like all of a sudden this magical pebble has smacked this guy across the hole of the head, and he's grabbed his head. He's like, oh, oh. And he just starts looking around. I wonder though, it's pretty dark.
I mean, we. All right.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, who else was holding an action? Dugan, you were holding an action?
Dugan was holding a bow, yeah.
Okay. Go for Dugan. You can see as well to the right. He can probably, he can only see this guy over here and this guy
can't,
here.
Yeah. He can't see that guy that Orange just shot, so he's gonna take this guy.
Alright.
The middle one.
The middle man.
Fuck off.
That completely misses. The arrow flies past, hitting the window across from him, and you just hear this as the window smashes.
Perfect.
I'm guessing Volko and Stan, you guys don't have anything to do, right?
I can't see anyone from where I am.
Yeah, me
Roll
neither.
your Warhammer.
Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
if that's the case, then let us immediately start the combat.
again. Yes, 21. Let's go. Oop, everything gone dark for me.
Yes.
What did happen there? Oh, for some reason, everyone... Wait, why did everyone go... That was... Okay, just right-click your token and swap off visibility.
We don't have our tokens, I assume. Well, I don't see my token. It was removed.
Oh, I can see mine now.
I don't know what
can see
happened
that.
there. Everyone went non-visible.
Yeah, everyone's really me now.
Yep.
Guys?
I'm getting there.
I may have to leave real quick. I'm very sorry. Can we continue this next time, please?
All right.
I apologize.
Just roll your initiative, and then we'll call it here then.
I very much apologize.
Fine.
So good. We're hitting
die.
3.5 hours now anyway, so
Yeah, and it is for
Christmas
us today is Christmas Eve, so that's why
Yeah.
everything is a bit fucked.
it's the same for us. So,
I'm
alright,
sorry.
cool. No worries. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Thank you very much for playing.
That was cool.
Let me.
It was a disaster today.
I can't believe we're still alive. I gotta
So
be
many
honest.
ones.
I can't believe I got
I-
backstabbed by my teammate.
There was some things I could have pulled, and I was like, that was
was
gonna
an
TPK.
accident.
The reason I didn't do what I was going to do when it came to being like, oh, should I do this or not, was because I fucked up with the darkness, and I was like, technically, you guys wouldn't have been so wounded as you would have been if I didn't get those attacks off. So,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's
So that's my bad. I do apologize, but learning curve.
Yay! We managed to live. So
Honestly, those fights were meant to be separate fights, but it was fun. So.
it was all good.
I love a challenging fight. Okay. Yes, we will be back next weekend. Probably. Well, that depends. I'll make some messages, send some messages out, see what everyone wants to do, whether or not we want to take the next weekend off and come back after the new year, or if we just want to keep going through. We also need to decide.
Saturday, I can do it, but
Yeah. Okay. We also need to decide whether or not we're going to finish Sten's campaign off, or if we're going to jump back into Icewind Dale. So we'll figure that out. So if you guys are currently watching, we will probably notify you guys in the Discord about what's happening. But hopefully everyone has enjoyed tonight, and I hope everyone enjoys their Christmas break. Enjoy being with your families and everything else. Whoever is staying, by the way, I would like to see your butts in Discord. So, but yeah, take care, and I will see you guys probably soon.
soon. All right.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Thank you for DMing. It was
Bye
very
bye.
fun. Bye bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye bye.